All right. Hey, guys. I guess we're a minute early, but we just wanted to hop on here and let, people come in and if anybody was going to be coming in. But, today we're doing something a little bit different that we haven't ever done before. We are doing, I guess, a March Madness kind of style bracket because we're in the season. It's March Madness. So we're gonna do two separate brackets. We have one bracket where it's all mortals, we'll call them, human-ish characters. Some of them can be tossed up in the air, whether they're mortal or not. Mm-hmm. But we're going to treat them as if they are mortal. So just bear that in mind when we go through the bracket. Yeah. And then we have another bracket where it's the supernatural or immortal villains from other movies that would otherwise they would have an unfair advantage and it would just not be balanced at all. Yeah. Another thing that we are doing to shake things up a bit with the mortals is we have a wheel full of various weapons. Some of them are a lot better than others, and it can just basically give an underdog an advantage and make it a little bit more balanced or even more unbalanced if it happens to fall that way. The way we're making this into a drinking game is we got 10-sided dice here. We're going to roll a dice for each character for each matchup. So every time it's going to be a different number, and whoever ends up winning, that's how many drinks we're going to take. For example, if the first bracket or the first matchup is Candyman versus Jason, I'll roll the dice for Candyman. Alex here will roll the dice for Jason. Whoever ends up winning, that's how many drinks we take. It's also worth mentioning all of these characters have been randomized. We didn't place them in any specific slot because we want it to be as random as possible. Yeah,
and I guess further elaboration with that is the wheel obviously adds an element of randomness. Yeah. Furthermore, we also made the rule that the fight starts, we said 10 yards away. Right. So just in case somebody has a long-range weapon, there's a little bit of a chance to kind of close the gap. So say if somebody doesn't know how to use the weapon, then it's a little bit easier. They can kind of figure out how to use the weapon. If they know how to use a shotgun just as quick, it's going to be easier for them in comparison to some other people. So there's advantages, disadvantages to some weapons as well in terms of range.
And another thing that we should mention actually is we're doing a double elimination bracket. So let's say that Jason loses to Candyman in the first matchup. He'll move down into the losers bracket, which we'll get to in a minute here. It'll be a few minutes, but once whoever loses, they go down to the losers bracket, and they have a second chance they could still win, basically. So if somebody gets screwed over because of the weapon they got, they have a second chance. And we felt like that was a little bit more fair for some of the characters if they get screwed over.
Rather than just getting unlucky, they have another chance to also get unlucky again and lose.
Yeah, exactly. And so basically everybody has 2 lives. So let's say the person in the losers bracket, they end up winning the rest of their matches. They have to win 2 times against the winner of the winner's bracket because that winner in the winner's bracket didn't lose a life yet, and so they still have 2 lives, basically. Yep. And so, everybody has 2 lives, and I think that's pretty much it. Start off with the Mortals one, and we'll go into the Supernatural one after that. And if you guys ever have any feedback or you want to give your input on who you think would win, feel free to comment. We'll bring it up on the screen, and it could add some more discussion to it for sure. But should we just get right into it?
Let's get into it.
Actually, let's say what we're drinking
first. Oh, good idea.
For me, just like last time, I still got Trulies, so I'm going to be drinking these. What are you drinking?
I've got Captain Morgan's Spice Rum. And I've also got Arizona mixed with it in these nice little cups here that Tucker has. Cheers to Fears.
Cheers to Fears cups. Jordan had those made for us, so again, shout out to Jordan. Last time she brought us paper towel, this time she gave us cups. Yes. Anyways, so we have Candyman versus Jason Voorhees as the first matchup.
So, I also have a little description here for each of these people, just in case people are unfamiliar.
Right.
So, we're going to start with Jason Voorhees, obviously from the Friday the 13th franchise. He is fueled by the death of his mother. Jason Voorhees stalks around the campgrounds of Crystal Lake and kills anybody in his path. A vast majority of his victims are usually horny camp counselors. Mm-hmm. As for Candyman... Oh, he's literally the last one. Okay. Candyman. From the Candyman franchise, the movie, whichever you'd like. Daniel Robitaille was murdered for having a relationship with a Caucasian woman, as he was African American. He was tortured by cutting off his hand and replacing it with a hook, and covering his body with bees. He is forever immortalized, as whenever somebody says Candyman 5 times in a mirror, he comes out and murders them.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not immortal for this, though.
Yeah, we're treating them as if they were mortal. Even Jason, you could argue, is immortal because he's come back to life so many times. He's basically undead. But we're treating them as if they're mortals. Obviously, very strong mortals, though, because it takes a lot to kill Jason, even if you treat him as not mortal. So basically, we're treating them as humans and they can die. Mm-hmm. Candyman, that's one that we were actually up in the air on. We could include a supernatural or mortal.
Yeah, we could go.
But we felt like he had too much of a disadvantage against the supernatural ones.
Yeah, so we just kind of took away the powers that he had. Same with Freddy, we made him mortal too, as you can see him later on here.
Yeah.
I think in the
there's a few in here that we'll get to, but so Candyman, let's start off and see what his weapon is going to be. It's gonna be a spear.
Candyman gets a spear.
It's also worth noting that we're gonna remove the item whenever it's drawn, I guess, so that no weapons can be reused.
Yeah, there's gonna be no duplicates of weapons. We're gonna use all these weapons on this wheel here.
Yeah, and so Candyman has a spear. Also, the music on the wheel changes every spin.
Okay,
so
pitchfork.
We got a pitchfork for Jason.
We should have rolled numbers first, in my opinion, but we'll do that now here.
Yeah, well, we can roll numbers now. Doesn't make much of a difference.
All right, so Tucker's rolling for Candyman. I'm rolling for Jason Voorhees.
5.
6 for Candyman.
No, you're for Jason.
Oh, sorry.
5 is Candyman. Jason. 6 for Jason. Not much of a difference. But Candyman has a spear and Jason has a pitchfork. So it's pretty much very similar weapons. I'd say
even weapons for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do this, make sure. Okay, we are good to go. Let's continue.
Yeah.
So, anyways, weapons, my opinion, are even.
Yeah, pretty much. Pitchfork has 3 stems that could pierce more than a spear, but I feel like a spear is maybe more rigid. And won't break as easy as a pitchfork.
Honestly, I'm going to say that both of these weapons basically cancel out when it comes to pure strength, and I say Jason Voorhees wins on pure strength.
I think I have to agree with you.
Because even another factor that we have is Candyman, you can consider him having a higher intelligence, but since he's basically a wilderness survivor at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, Candyman... He's a softie at heart. He's a romantic type.
Yeah.
I don't think he's taking it against Jason when the weapons are so similar.
Yeah.
So Jason moves on. Candyman goes to the loser's bracket. He's not out yet, but he definitely might be.
I think that's it.
What's happening? There we go.
There we go. We were good.
Okay. Second matchup, we got Norman Bates versus John Kramer.
But you were forgetting the one thing first. We have
we gotta take our drinks.
6 drinks. 6 drinks for Jason Voorhees.
Cheers to that.
Okay.
And also, this is our first time ever doing this kind of drinking game, so we may end up drinking more than we want. And if that's the case, we're doing 10-sided dice for the first bracket. Second bracket, depending how we're feeling, we may move it down to 6 dice.
Yeah, we have 6-sided dice on standby.
Just in case. We're going to try our best with 10, but we'll see how far we get.
Yeah.
Anyways, second matchup, Norman Bates and John Kramer.
Norman Bates will go first. From the franchise, Psycho. Norman Bates is not a killer, but the split personality of his mother is. It seems as though Norma is a dominant personality and takes over to commit murder frequently. Mm-hmm. And next we have John Kramer. John Kramer is also known as the Jigsaw Killer and does not necessarily kill people, but tests them instead. He tests immoral people in death games to see if they can endure extreme pain by testing their will to live and change their outlook on life.
Yep. So let's see how much drinks we're going to have for them first.
So Tucker's always the first one, I'm always the second one.
Yeah. So I'll be Norman, 9.
And John Kramer is 6.
Again. All right. Well, let's see what weapons they get. Let me bring this wheel back up. All right. For Norman Bates, his weapon is going to be a party. Tucker and Alex.
It's
so
us.
We are Norman Bates' weapons, basically his sidekicks. Oh, that's not. We can't do a whole lot. Let's be honest.
Did we remove Tucker and Alex? I'm not sure if we did.
Oh shit, I might not have.
Uh-oh.
If we come on it again, we'll remove it.
Okay. No way.
No way. Okay. Well. Perfect. What are the chances of that happening?
Like that's a 1 in 58. Wow, that's impressive.
No, okay. I think it's even 60. It's 62 weapons. Okay. All right, let's try that again.
Wow. I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
There's no way we hit that.
Baseball bat for John Kramer.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So Norman Bates has us. Mm-hmm. So basically 3 versus 1, but John Kramer has a baseball bat.
Yeah.
He's an old cancer patient too.
Mm-hmm. He has weak legs. Like
he might hit one of us and take one of us out, but there's 2 other people.
Oh
so
yeah.
He's screwed.
Yeah. No, John Kramer isn't getting out of this.
Yeah. Sorry, John. But now we got to take 9 sips for Norman Bates progressing, and John Kramer still has a chance, of course.
Little of a chance. Maybe he gets a little bit luckier, has some better weapons, but I feel like if it was reversed, we probably could have taken on Norman Bates, but...
Yeah, let's take 9. And that's another thing about John Kramer. He's super intelligent, so like if he had, anything better, he could have had a better chance against us, but... The fact that it's 3-on-1, it's basically a hand-to-hand combat at that point because he's got a bat, but
he's got a close range weapon combined.
Yes, exactly.
With 3v1.
So it's
and the close range weapon isn't really lethal. It'll break a few bones at minimum.
Not 3 people's bones at once. So
yeah, exactly.
I feel like that was no question.
Yeah, and he can't really run very far or like kite, especially if he had like a long range weapon.
He's an old man.
Have that option.
Even him in his healthy days, like. Not like younger, but because he's old, he kind of slower. We could have caught up to him. Maybe not me. I'm a bigger guy, but you and Norman could definitely catch up.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next round, our bracket matchup here, Snoop Blacks is tuning in. He says, "Hey guys, watching at 1.7 times speed to catch up so I can see the full show." Hey, well, you're gonna see this in a few minutes here. You didn't miss too much, just a couple matchups, but yeah.
He missed a pretty good roll, all things considering.
True. Yeah. Anyways.
There's some luck in a bit, which I'm pretty sure by the time, obviously, we're saying this, you'll see us rolling. Yeah. Okay.
Match number 3, we have Leatherface versus Jack Torrance. This is an interesting matchup to me.
So, Leatherface. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to read it, and then I'll let you roll, and then I'll read Jack Torrance. Okay. So, Leatherface first. From the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise, Leatherface was raised in an abusive household of cannibals. I already can't speak today. He hides his face with other people's ripped off faces, and what he lacks in intelligence, he makes up for in strength.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got
Let me roll for Leatherface here. Leatherface's roll is 7, so if he wins, we're taking 7.
Okay, so we got Jack Torrance here, who is next. From The Shining from 1980. Mm-hmm. Jack Torrance's mind is slowly corrupted by the Overlook Hotel throughout the course of The Shining. The hotel's influence the hotel influences him to kill his family, along with anybody else that stops him from taking care of the hotel. I'm having more difficulties reading than anything. Okay. 6.
3 6s in a row for you. 6, 6, 6.
Did I actually get 3?
Yeah,
I guess
Jason
so.
was 6, John Kramer was 6, and now Jack is 6.
Wow.
All right, well, let's see what Leatherface's weapon is going to be. Leatherface gets an axe. I think that's pretty suitable for him, honestly.
I mean, it would be more suitable for Jack Torrance, let's be honest.
True, yeah.
Maybe Jack Torrance gets a chainsaw here. Let's see.
We'll find out. Rolling for Jack Torrance now. Oh, this is a nice, pleasant one. Jack Torrance gets an assault rifle.
Okay.
So Leatherface with an axe, Jack Torrance with an assault rifle. And before we talk about this one, what's up, Everything Horror? He's tuned in. Glad for you to join us. So,
okay.
Leatherface with an axe versus Jack Torrance with an assault rifle. So at face value...
Do you want to tab back?
Oh yeah, I'll take the wheel off the screen.
Yeah, we'll take the wheel off so everyone can just kind of see the bracket here in the meantime. All right.
So Leatherface with an axe, Jack Torrance with an assault rifle. So at face value, I think Jack Torrance takes this because I feel like he would know how to use a gun.
Mm-hmm.
But something else to consider now is Leatherface is a fucking brute. And if he's getting shot with a gun, sure, it'll slow him down. But he's an idiot, and he's going to keep going until basically his body just lets out.
Yeah.
So do you think that Leatherface can get a hold of Jack Torrance or maybe hit the gun out of his hands within that 10-yard span before getting killed by an assault rifle? I'm leaning more towards he won't get through, and I think
like it
Jack
sucks
Torrance...
because I really don't want to put Leatherface to the lower bracket yet, but we kind of have to.
I think...
A gun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jack Torrance with an assault rifle has to. Because, like, Leatherface would definitely be... Like, he would get pretty damn close to him, but I think he would get slowed down far too quick with an assault rifle. Maybe if it was like a handgun or, you know, something less powerful, doesn't shoot as much.
Yeah. If it was hand-to-hand combat, I'm pretty sure Leatherface would win.
Oh, absolutely.
But because Leatherface in this scenario has an axe compared to Jack Torrance that has an assault rifle,
Yeah.
Jack Torrance.
I gotta give it to Jack Torrance, too. And, again, Leatherface is not out of this. He's still in the loser's bracket. He could come back.
This is the main reason that we have to have loser's bracket, I feel.
That's why we have a double elimination.
Yeah.
And the weapons play such a huge role in this, honestly.
All right.
That's what we wanted, exactly what we wanted.
We didn't want it to be, Leatherface would win because he's like the strongest villain of all these.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that'd be way too easy. Okay.
Yeah. So, moving on to the fourth matchup.
But first...
Oh, wait. Everything Horror brings up a good point. What if Leatherface throws the axe? Do you think I don't think he's smart enough to figure that out.
Nah, I mean, killers are killers.
Yeah, true.
Like, if we can expect Jason to do it, we can expect Leatherface to do it. But
Leatherface
at the same time, he has to land a direct hit.
Yeah. And what are the chances that the axe actually hits Jack Torrance with the blade? It might just be like getting hit away with a blunt object.
Yeah.
I think the assault rifle still takes it. It would definitely make it a little bit more interesting if that happened. But then... Yeah.
Also, he has the time to dodge as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And he's not slow. Like, his brain isn't slow. So... Yeah. Mm-hmm. He might... I think he would still come out on top with that. Yeah. That's a good point,
It's a good point, for sure. It's something that we never considered.
So, let's go on
6 drinks.
6 drinks.
6
You're
drinks
going to
first.
be calling me that. Call me out on that.
Okay.
All right. Patrick Bateman and Chucky.
So, Patrick Bateman here. Patrick Bateman is from American Psycho. Patrick Bateman has an upper-class lifestyle on Wall Street. He, however, likes to torture and murder people, either those that get in his way, or more often than not, just for fun.
Yep.
And that's a total of how many sips?
Well, 1 second. My mouse froze.
Did it die?
I don't think so. Oh, no. Didn't die.
Nope. Didn't die.
There we go.
Okay, we're good.
Sorry about that. All right, let's see. How many drinks for
Patrick Bateman?
Patrick Bateman is 6.
All
Lots
these
of 6s. Hey, at least it's not all 10s.
Yeah, that's fair.
And speaking of 6, Snoop Black's got to the point where it's 666. Yep. Very appropriate. And then he says Jack with an assault rifle would be scary. You're not wrong. He's one of the more psycho ones on this list for sure.
All right, what do we have here?
Chucky.
So Chucky is next. From the Child's Play franchise, Chucky is a former serial killer transferred his soul into the body of a doll. He is still murdering people, but his goal is to transfer his soul into another human body. And he gives us a total of 7 sips. I don't think we rolled anything like lower than, 5? Maybe we rolled a 4, but I don't think we were drinking anything lower.
Anyways, let's see what we got for weapons. Patrick Bateman's weapon is going to be... What is this,
Christmas music.
Patrick Bateman is stuck with a butter knife.
Ooh.
Sorry, Patrick. That's a rough one. All right. And we got Chucky, his weapon.
We're upbeat.
Bare hands.
So nothing. Is it like
he just
based on selling? Okay, so it's basically an even match. I'm pretty sure Chucky gets...
Patrick Bateman has it.
Yeah. Chucky gets the short end of a stick, or rather the short end of a butter knife.
Yeah, no, it's...
Chucky barely has hands, so this is easily
Patrick Bateman at least has a butter knife. Yeah, no, sorry, Chucky. You needed a better weapon. I was honestly rooting for you, man.
He had probably...
Oh, no! Winner's Patrick Bateman.
Oh, no!
Let me redo that.
Okay.
I can redo that. Are you sure you want to redo it?
No.
Yes.
We're going to reset everything?
No. Just that matchup.
Okay, thank God.
Chucky
scared me for a second.
We're not putting Chucky in the winner as bare hands. Patrick Bateman is the winner. I was talking about Chucky and I accidentally clicked him because of that. So yeah, Patrick Bateman moves on. That is 6 drinks. And that does it for me. I'm going to grab another drink here.
I'm going to make myself another one as well. Did you guys have any favorites in this bracket, by the way? Let us know.
Who are you rooting for? Who do you think's going to take the cake?
Who are you rooting for? Who do you hope... Yeah. Who are you rooting for? Who do you think's going to win? Place your bets now.
Obviously, the weapons play a huge role in it. How about this? If you guys enter in the chat right now who you think is going to take the cake, and you're right, we'll take a shot straight of that Captain Morgan's spice rum.
Oh, that's a bad idea, but yes.
There's so much, like, it's kind of like a shot in the dark, honestly. I think could win. And we've been eliminated. Well, actually, nobody's completely eliminated.
Nobody's eliminated.
Double elimination.
It's still double elimination.
Yeah, we'll give that to you guys. If you say it in the chat, somebody's right. You only get one choice.
Yeah, I'll write it down here actually, really quick.
Yeah. So,
and it works reverse. Tucker, do you want to place a bet?
Who I think's gonna take it?
Who do you think is gonna take it?
Oh,
I mean, it's a little bit late because we already went through 4 matches, but
that's okay. Nobody's gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, I'm gonna do a true underdog and say Annie Wilkes.
Annie Wilkes.
Yeah. Snoop Black's here. He is saying, I like Jack, but Jack is the only one I really know. That's fair.
Do you want to go with Jack, or do you want to go with somebody else, Snoop Black?
He said I like Jack.
Okay.
That's his first choice. And he won a match already, so.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. In the meantime, we'll come back if anybody comes in with some suggestions or whatever. But for now, we'll move on to the
I want to make a bet here first.
No, you don't get a bet.
I'm going to make a bet. I am going to go with Jason Voorhees. I would have won with Jason Voorhees anyways.
Yep. Sure. Take one that's already won one. That's fine. Take
the reason that I was going to go with Michael Myers, but I always like my Jason Voorhees.
You didn't want to go against me.
I would have won.
Sure. Anyways, next matchup, we have Annie Wilkes, the person I'm betting on, versus Michael Myers.
Annie Wilkes. Annie Wilkes is from Misery, 1990. Okay. Annie loves her favorite author, Paul Sheldon, who wrote the Misery books. You can only imagine her luck when she finds him unconscious and has unconscious and injured, and has the opportunity to take care of him. Paul Sheldon finds out she has a wicked temper, and she tortures him. Paul also finds out that she killed several people when she was working as a nurse.
Yep.
There's actually a very interesting case, I think, on Canadian serial killers, where there was a nurse who was working for an old folks' home that also killed people due to overdoses.
Yeah.
So it's something I think kind of recent too. Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough, the last 10, 20 years.
Oh yeah.
And obviously Canada's pretty small, but I kind of thought that was interesting.
There's also so many stories about, doctors basically killing their patients that they're supposed to be looking after and stuff. It definitely happens more than anybody would like to admit.
Oh,
but, yeah, let's roll the dice for Annie. 10.
Oh.
I hope... Well, fuck, that's the one I bet on, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and let's move on to Michael Myers.
Yep.
Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise. A young Michael Myers killed his sister on Halloween night. He is now synonymous with Halloween night as he breaks out on the night of Samhain multiple times and has a particular interest to one Laurie Strode.
Yep.
And Michael Myers is going to give us 5 drinks.
All right.
If he wins.
10 or 5. Let's see. And let's see what weapons they're going to get. Annie Wilkes, I'm hoping for something good for you.
Hoping for that shotgun, aren't you?
Anything good.
Fork, slingshot.
Crowbar? Oh no, she's ended up with a crowbar.
That's not bad.
It's not terrible, but it's not what I was hoping for.
But it's against Michael Myers.
It's against Michael Myers.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not looking good so far.
Even, no matter what he gets, I feel like sorry Annie. That's just my free.
Annie, are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Annie is
flamethrower. That's one of Michael's worst enemies, though. The amount of times he's died
off the board,
and he's died by flamethrower.
He's died by flamethrower
so many times. Maybe he's scared to use it.
I mean, even if so, I'm pretty sure he's still got a good chance against Annie, even without a flamethrower.
Shit, we froze.
We'll catch up here in a second.
I think we froze on OBS.
We froze on OBS for sure. See if we're able to edit anything else, like on the other screen. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Did we just crash?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Give me a second here.
Oh, they can still hear us. Anyways, should we just continue on?
I guess we'll continue on for a minute here anyways.
Yeah, we can't get too far.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this at the same time.
You did. Anyways, let's spin the wheel for Michael Myers.
We already spun for Michael Myers, remember? Michael Myers got a flamethrower.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. I didn't remove that. Okay, just unfroze for us here.
Yay. Okay, we're caught up. Michael Myers is flamethrower. Annie Wilkes is
we got
fried.
a few messages here. Mike with a flamethrower is
oh my
badass.
Goodness, that's all caught up.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there, guys. I know you guys were listening to us be confused and stuff, but everything just froze on our side. We couldn't see anything, so...
That was weird. Okay.
Back on track for now. Audio and video are good.
Audio and video are good. Annie Wilkes has seen better days, though.
Yeah, Annie Wilkes is definitely screwed. But she's not gone.
She's not gone quite yet.
Can't see the wheel. Yeah, the wheel's hidden right now. We'll bring it up when we spin it.
Yeah. Tucker just forgot that we already spun for Michael Myers. Speaking of which, that means we take 5 sips.
Yeah. Okay. After all that shit going on, let's move on to the next matchup. Art the Clown against Harry Warden.
Okay. Let's start with Art the Clown. From the movies All Hallows Eve franchise or Terrifier franchise, take your pick, but I believe he was in Hallows Eve first.
Yep.
Art the Clown is a mysterious and silent clown that is linked to various other murders. His preferred execution methods involve torture and mutilation. And would you like to roll?
8.
8 for Art the Clown. And next is Harry Warden. Where do I have Harry Warden here? Harry Warden. Harry Warden was obviously from Bloody Valentine. We're going to do 1981. But it's really weird how we're going to do this. We could do Axel or Harry Warden itself. We'll combine them.
It's the kid, yeah.
So anyways.
It's the minor. Let's just call it
the minor. There we go. Harry Warden was trapped in a mine one Valentine's Day because his work supervisors went off to a Valentine's Day dance. He survived by eating his deceased co-workers that were trapped in the mine with him. He got his revenge by killing both of them in cold blood. Rumors say that he is still lurking around the mines and will kill anybody who starts up another Valentine's Day dance.
Yep.
So
we'll
Harry Warden's roll first is a 4.
4. So 8 and 4. Let's see what Art the Clown's weapon is going to be. This might be some music for Snooplex.
Art
it's a shotgun.
Clown has a shotgun.
Well, that's definitely an upper hand so far. Let's see what Harry Warden gets. Ooh, brass knuckles with Harry Warden. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm thinking Art the Clown with a shotgun definitely takes it.
Easily Art the Clown with a shotgun.
He knows how to use guns. We know that. We've seen him use guns.
Yeah.
So let's not even sit on this for very long. Art the Clown moves on.
Yeah. Which means we take 8 sips.
8 sips. Oh, and before we do that, Everything Horror says, what y'all drinking? I'm drinking Truly. Another, just like last time, the seltzers, I had some left over, so I'll take my 8 sips while Alex tells what he's drinking.
I've got Arizona's here, combined with Captain Morgan's Spice Gold Rum. I know you're from Arizona, so shout out to you.
And Snooplex here says, lol, love the music. Yeah, I thought it suited him. 8-bit music there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's get this wheel off and see where our next matchup is. Freddy Krueger versus Frankenstein's monster.
Freddy Krueger, let's start with you. Freddy Krueger, obviously from Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Freddy Krueger was burned alive by parents of the school after accusations of him being a child abuser surfaced. He now wants revenge on the parents' children as he kills them in their dreams, which results in their deaths in real life.
Yeah, so I guess one thing we're treating Freddy with is obviously he's got the supernatural ability to go into people's dreams. But even in his dreams, he's kind of like a regular kind of character with weapons. He's got his knives and stuff.
He can get dragged out of his dreams. Either way, we basically made him a mortal character for this. Just because this ability was so obscure, you can't... If we were to move to the supernatural bracket, it's so hard to take dreams from another element.
Yeah, it's hard to incorporate that. So we're treating him as if he is mortal. And the amount of drinks he's given us, if he wins, is only 3.
3, okay.
And Frankenstein's monster, let's hear about him.
Frankenstein's monster. I don't even know where you are, Frankenstein's monster.
And notice we didn't call him Frankenstein. We know better.
There we go. Yes. So take him from whatever you'd like, whether it be novel, old
original
movies.
Movie, I'd say, was what we're going to treat it from.
So Frankenstein's monster was shunned from society for being ugly. His goal is to get revenge against Dr. Frankenstein for creating him.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty straightforward. He's a monster.
Yeah.
Let's see what weapons these two are going to end up with, starting with Freddy Krueger. That was a quiet one. Machete for Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
You got Jason's weapon. All right. Machete, Freddy Krueger. Now let's see Frankenstein's monster.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about...
We'll move on.
Nothing happened. We're good.
A wooden stick for Frankenstein's monster.
A machete.
Machete versus a wooden stick.
Versus a wooden stick.
Frankenstein is kind of known for just using his bare hands, so it's not a huge deal for him, but going up against the machete. So I guess let's start off with Frankenstein's monster. He is obviously stronger than Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. Without
a doubt. He's more of a brute and a beast. Like, he can take a lot more damage than Freddy can. And Freddy, on the other hand, he's kind of an older man. He's not old. He's still a little bit limber. But he has that slight disadvantage being, not young and spry anymore.
Mm-hmm. Not as strong.
But he has a machete.
He has a machete and he has intelligence. Which
Frankenstein does not have. But that also makes Frankenstein's monster more animalistic, I guess, and just act on instinct.
Did I roll for Freddy? Or Frankenstein's monster?
I thought so.
I don't think I did. Because I got 4 for...
Oh, yeah, I know you didn't roll for him.
Or Harry Warden. Okay, no, we're going to roll for Frankenstein, or 10. So
10 for Frankenstein's monster. That's not going to play a role in this. I'm still going to argue.
Yeah.
Because... and this is exactly what I was going to say.
Well, Frankenstein's monster really doesn't...
He's okay with losing limbs.
Yeah.
And he also... I don't think he feels pain, really.
Mm-hmm.
He might feel emotional pain because, how his brain works. But he is more okay with losing limbs than Freddy Krueger is. But also, we've seen Freddy Krueger lose limbs and even be beheaded. Mm-hmm. But that plays into the supernatural part of it.
Yeah,
so we
can't
won't
look
consider
at supernatural.
This is a tough matchup, honestly.
So I'm just trying to think how it plays out for me.
I think
my mind, it plays out. Freddy Krueger comes in swinging. He has a lot more speed. The reach of the wooden stick. The wooden stick does have a lot more reach. We'll say that. He gets in a good whack first.
But also...
which could throw Freddy off. Continue.
Yeah, it could. I was just going to say, he could whack him. And also, you could use the stick to kind of create that barrier between the two of you, but Frankenstein's monster's not smart enough to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think the way it plays out is, they kind of start charging or approaching each other. Frankenstein gets a whack on Freddy's head. Frankenstein's monster whacks him on the head.
Yeah, or side or something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Continue. Freddy kind of gets a little bit dazed or confused or whatever, but he's not down. He's not hitting the ground from that. Mm-hmm. And then he gets to go up and he gets a swing. Maybe he hits him in the arm or something. Mm-hmm. One swing with a machete is not going to take off a limb. But
I feel like once he's in close range, he's done. And that's exactly what the machete enables Frankenstein's monster to do the best. So in saying that, I feel like once Frankenstein's monster goes in close range with Freddy can't do enough damage within enough time to kill him.
Yeah.
So I think Frankenstein's monster has this.
And I do agree with you.
I knew you were kind of leaning towards it, whatchamacallit, from the start for the most part.
No, from the start, without the weapons, I was leaning towards Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, without the weapons, definitely.
But Frankenstein's monster, I think... After I think about it and talk about it more, I think I gotta agree he's the one that takes this.
Yeah.
And I think that's an underdog story right there for me.
It's a little bit underdog. I mean, I feel like just everything kind of worked out in Frankenstein's monster's favor.
I mean, he didn't get a great weapon. He got a wooden stick.
Yeah, but I mean, machete plus...
Against the machete.
Against being range a guy who's not super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just basically bad matchup.
Yeah.
If it was Freddy Krueger against a wooden stick with somebody else, such as Annie Wilkes or Patrick Bateman, I feel like Freddy could have won. If it was a different matchup.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
Frankenstein's monster, 10 sips.
10 sips. Oh no. Excuse me. I got a few sips left in mine, so I'll hold off on that. Oh, if we have to take much more 10 sips, I'm going to be real bloated.
Oh, goodness.
And we just want to remind you guys, none of these people that have lost in the first round are out. They still are in the losers bracket.
Which we will get into in a little bit here. They're probably going to be At least half of them are going to be in the top 16 to 12, which is not a great finish.
Yeah. And everything horror. Imagine the monster with an assault rifle.
Oh, I feel that's a bad matchup.
He would not know how to use it.
I agree. He wouldn't know how to use it.
Snooplex, is the drink thick?
It's not as thick as last time.
Last time those syrupy shots were real thick.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any way to incorporate shots this time around, other than whether the ones you guys bet on, but yeah, we're not taking any of those thick shots this time around. So. All right, final matchup in round 1 for the winner's bracket. Ghostface versus Hannibal Lecter.
All right, so Ghostface, first of all. Ghostface can be multiple people, but...
Right, yes, we did want to clarify that. We're treating it as, like, the first one. Billy and Stu, they're kind of
we'll treat it as Billy Loomis, because I feel like Billy Loomis is more...
The main one.
The main one.
Yeah.
On top of that, I feel like all the killers kind of work the same way.
Yeah.
Like, they all have basically as much knowledge as the next person.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's continue. Ghostface is played by multiple characters throughout the franchise, so they are a bit of a wild card. Ghostface always seems to have a grudge against Sidney Prescott in one way or another, as their main targets are people that are close to her.
Yep. His amount of drinks, let's see what we got here. 3 again.
Okay, and now let's move on to
Hannibal
Lecter. Lecter was a brilliant psychiatrist back in the day. However, he was locked away for killing and eating people. Despite his crimes, he is still one of the smartest people that the FBI has access to, and they use him to help complete some of their cases despite his criminal past.
Yeah. So, just go ahead and roll.
Yeah. 10 again.
Okay, I was just about to say, at face value right now, before going into the weapons, Hannibal Lecter has the upper hand because of how intelligent he is.
Because of intelligence, yeah. Weapons can change quite a bit, though.
As we've seen many times already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Taser.
Okay.
Taser for Ghostface. I can see him using a taser, actually. I'm surprised he never has.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what Hannibal Lecter gets to use. Don't know what this is.
What kind of music is this?
It's all random.
Power drill. I honestly was hoping he'd get frying pan just because I assumed that for him. But power drill. We'll assume it's a battery powered.
Yeah, like he doesn't need to be plugged in.
We kind of took the inspiration from that from a
Driller
Killer. Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
so Ghostface with a what did he have? Taser. Thank you. And Hannibal Lecter with. What did Hannibal Lecter have?
Jesus. Oh my goodness. Hannibal Lecter had not a frying pan. Wow, okay.
We just rolled the fucking thing.
Okay, we're just going to take a second here.
Somebody else help us out.
You guys have
the liquor's getting to us already. I'm getting further away from it.
Oh no.
Power drill. Thank you, Snooplex.
Thank you.
Shout out to Snooplex for saving us there. Okay, power drill for Hannibal Lecter versus Ghostface with a taser. So, right off the bat, I think that Ghostface is going to use that taser right away. And if he hits Hannibal Lecter, that gives him a huge advantage.
Yeah.
And I feel like he would know how to use a taser. Like I even said, I'm surprised he hasn't done it already.
Used a taser in the past, yeah.
So, a taser being 10 yards apart, it's not super far. You can even wait a second before he gets too close. Power drill, you need to be so close. It'd be hard to kill somebody with a power drill, too. You gotta hold
it's a little bit of a disadvantage.
I think you got to give it to Ghostface, honestly.
This is such a hard matchup. Okay, so let's think of how Hannibal Lecter's intelligence would play into this. So, realistically, if you were going into a fight, power drill versus taser, how would you approach it? What is the way to win?
Against a taser, the only way you can hope is maybe he fucking blocks the taser or, like, dodges it, but he's not limber enough to dodge it.
Yeah.
The
other thing is
only going to block it, maybe. But what are the chances of blocking a taser? I don't know.
What are the chances of catching the taser, catching the arm? And
you're still going to get shot.
Especially, like, if it was a better weapon, like a kitchen knife, I would have argued a little bit more. But since it's a power drill, like, what's a little hole in the side for? Like, a little hole in the eye. You can block with another arm. I
feel like that's also, because of the power drill, I feel like Ghostface has it. In so many other scenarios, I would give it to Hannibal Lecter, 9 times out of 10.
But this one is Ghostface.
Yeah, I think you got to give it to Ghostface because of the weapons. Taser does a lot. Like, once he's tased, Ghostface can just, like, I don't know, choke him out or something. Yeah. You know? So, yeah, we'll give it to Ghostface. Hannibal Lecter's not out of it yet, though. And, yeah, Snoop Black's, lol, you're feeling it.
I guess so, a little bit.
Damn, you guys are done. I mean, I didn't think so, but clearly we're not as memorable as we should be. We're not remembering things that happened 10 seconds ago. Yeah. Snoop Black agrees. I think Scream had this one. Yeah, for sure. Riddick's Classic Arcade. Hey, man, how's it going? This is great, guys. Folks, hit the thumbs up and share this content. These guys have been doing some really unique things on this channel that deserve to be seen. Hey, thanks for those kind words.
Thank you so much.
Very kind of you. And I do. You should share it with everybody. Share it with your grandma. She would love to see it, too.
Grandma might not be so accustomed to that slasher craze as much as we are. Yeah. So anyways, this is the bracket thus far.
Well, so far, let's...
the top 8 finally.
Not top 8. Just the next round.
The next round for...
Winners bracket. We have the top 8 for the winners bracket.
Winners bracket, top 8, I should say. Sorry.
Next round, we're not going to be starting it quite yet. We're going to move into the loser round. But first, we got Jason and Norman Bates in the second round, first match. Jack Torrance versus Patrick Bateman, Michael Myers versus Art the Clown, and Frankenstein's monster versus Ghostface.
I guess, do you want to discuss any surprises here?
Any surprises? For sure. Like Candyman Jason, I was up in the air for. Norman Bates, John Kramer. I thought Norman was going to take it just because it relied on a lot of weapons.
It relied on us.
Huh? Oh, yeah, we won that one for you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Norman.
Leatherface versus Jack Torrance. I honestly, at face value, would have thought Leatherface.
Leatherface. I think that's one of the biggest surprises.
And then Patrick Bateman versus Chucky. That one, I thought, I was rooting for Chucky, I'm not going to lie. But Patrick Bateman's more likely.
I feel like Chucky's the biggest underdog in this.
Annie Wilkes versus Mike Myers. I thought Mike Myers would win. Art the Clown, Harry Warden, I was torn on. It was a pretty even matchup, honestly. Yeah. Freddy Krueger versus Frankenstein the monster. I think that's the biggest upset in my eyes.
I think that's the biggest upset compared to Leatherface, Jack Torrance. I feel like Leatherface is definitely one of the favorites, even still in lower bracket. Yeah. But a lot of it depends on weapons, and that's kind of like the random element to this.
Yeah, and that's why we chose to do that, just to give it that more random upset possibility. And then Ghostface versus Hannibal Lecter. I definitely thought that Hannibal Lecter was going to win that too. Yeah. Just because of his intelligence. But yeah, again, down to weapons. Taser stops him in his tracks. So yeah, we'll move on to losers bracket in round 1.
Okay.
So I guess we'll...
Can you scroll up a little bit? There we go. Just so people know it's losers bracket. There we go.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm not going to read descriptions again, but Candyman and John Kramer, once again.
Yeah, Candyman and John Kramer. And I guess we'll roll, so I'll roll for Candyman first. That's 3.
And John Kramer next. 7.
All right, let's not forget about the weapons this time. We can't look that stupid, you know.
Okay. I wrote down taser and power drill just because we forgot it last time. Okay, go for it.
This is for Candyman. What's his weapon going to be?
Candyman and...
I don't think that's a song in this one. Slingshot with Candyman. Okay. And I assumed with Slingshot, it's just going to be like steel ball bearings type of thing. Yeah. Not just random rocks or anything. We'll give him a good item to shoot. Steel ball bearings. Okay. Because they're pretty weighty. They could bruise you pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's still going to be pretty hard to do anything with, but Slingshot with steel ball bearings. And now John Kramer. Did we take the drinks for the last one? Yes, we did. Ghostface and Hannibal Lecter.
I don't even remember. Samurai sword. Okay.
Samurai sword for John Kramer versus Candyman with a slingshot.
So John Kramer has this unless Candyman lands a good shot.
Maybe he's an eye or something, but I feel like
good
that's too
shot
lucky.
on that cancer-ridden noggin, I think.
Yeah. And, like, how well do you think Candyman... He has a hook for a hand, for God's sakes.
Oh!
He can't use a slingshot.
No, he can use it.
How are you going to use that damn sling? I guess you can pull it back with the hook.
You can pull it back with the hook.
But depending on what's his dominant hand.
If it was anybody else, that's the worst weapon to have. I mean... I'm not sure what he had for his first weapon, but that's such a bad weapon matchup. Another one that you just can't use.
Yeah, that weapon. I feel like the weapon is too much of a hindrance. Like, he'd almost be better off just using his
hook
hand. Yeah.
Hook against
samurai
sword at this point.
But still, I'd say
John Kramer. He can't block with a tiny little note.
Yeah, John Kramer, I think.
That's kind of surprising. Yeah.
That surprises me too. Yeah. And Snoop Black says John Kramer has this. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We agree 100%. Candyman is out.
He is out
John
for good.
Kramer gave us 7 sips.
Yep. I only had enough for 3, so I gotta pour another one. All right. And then... So, yeah, John Kramer, definitely an upset, I think.
He'd rip the sling.
He would rip the sling, yeah.
But, like, all I can just imagine is just, like, that stump pulling it back or, like, the hook pulling it back and then him not being able to release it properly.
Yeah.
And, like, even if he released it properly, it'd have to be, like, such a fluid motion, like, lifting up immediately.
His accuracy
and then his accuracy would just get destroyed.
Yeah, he couldn't get a good shot.
Definitely not.
So, yeah, that was an upset based on weapons, and Candyman is out. I didn't think he'd be the first one out, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, losers round 1, or second matchup in losers bracket, Leatherface versus Chucky.
2 classic horror icons.
So, let's roll for Leatherface. 9.
Okay, Leatherface and Chucky is... 6. Okay.
So
we're having some big drinks for this. Like I don't think I've gotten a 1, 2, 3, or 4 thus far.
No.
Which is pretty absurd.
Anyways, I think just at face value, before we roll the weapons, Leatherface
should have it
on
paper. Let's see what he rolls though.
But obviously, could get lucky. Chucky might get lucky. I'm still rooting for you, Chucky. I thought he was going to end up with a chainsaw. He got a long sword. Leatherface with a long sword.
Goodness.
He's got that reach already. It's Chucky.
Even if Chucky gets like a shotgun, how is he going to use it at this point? Let's see.
There's no
He's
more
going to be
shotgun.
stuffing. I think assault rifle's gone. I think we still have shotgun on here.
Shotgun was used already.
Shotgun was used too?
Yeah, from Art the Clown.
Art the Clown, 40 and slip.
Hatchet, yeah. Hatchet for Chucky. So I feel like Leatherface has it.
Hatchet.
Because he's got the reach.
Sword, sharp weapons.
I also want to point out these puns. I said at face value for Leatherface. It's a very, very good catch. I did not mean for that.
I went over my head too. Good
Leather
catch.
face value. You guys both caught that. Good catch for sure.
Well done.
Pun unintended.
Pun unintended, but very welcomed.
Leatherface and Chucky. So Leatherface with a longsword, Chucky with a hatchet. Leatherface has it because he's got that reach.
Mm-hmm.
Chucky with a hatchet against Leatherface isn't going to do shit. Chucky needed a
Chucky's
gun.
just going to get chopped in half.
Yeah, so Leatherface is the winner there. Chucky is gone for good.
All right.
Sorry, Chucky. I was rooting for you. All right. So we have to take 9. Shit.
Ugh. Okay.
All right. So
Annie Wilkes,
bracket.
Harry Warden.
Let me get this wheel out of the way so you guys can see. Annie Wilkes versus Harry Warden. Again, this is a decent matchup. I think face value, there's no pun in this one, but I think Harry Warden might have the upper hand just based on who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But
who do you think has the upper hand?
I think Harry Warden has the upper hand.
I think it's almost even.
Really?
Annie Wilkes is pretty strong.
She's not that strong. She's
pretty strong for a lady.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's strong, but not that strong.
Let's roll for Annie Wilkes.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite to win?
Yeah,
which is
8. Another high roll for
I'll roll for Harry Warden, which is 10.
Oh shit, 2 high ones.
We're getting screwed on this. We're getting screwed on these rolls so hard.
We're like halfway through the bracket. Not even.
We're
almost half.
Not even.
Once we're done the first round, yeah. 15 is halfway. 15 rounds.
I guess, yeah.
So a few more
I was thinking
after.
of people eliminated. Okay.
Okay. All right, let's see weapons. Annie Wilkes, 8 drinks.
Some spookier Western music, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. Meat cleaver for Annie Wilkes.
Okay, let's move that meat cleaver.
And let's see what Harry Warden ends up with. Meat cleaver. So a close range weapon. Meat cleaver versus... Oh, sledgehammer. Ooh. Harry Warden gets Annie's weapon of choice, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right, so Annie Wilkes with... what was it?
Annie Wilkes. Oh, no.
Okay.
Meat cleaver.
Yeah, meat cleaver for Annie Wilkes. Harry Warden for sledgehammer. Okay, the sledgehammer has longer range.
Sledgehammer has longer range.
Super heavy.
Meat cleaver is basically the same thing, except not a long end and lighter. So not able to do as much damage.
A meat cleaver is like a butcher knife. A meat tenderizer you're thinking of.
Oh, I'm thinking of meat tenderizer.
Which is another weapon on here.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm thinking, okay. Yeah,
so meat cleaver, it's like a butcher knife, basically.
Yeah. Oh, that's such short range then.
Super short range.
Super short range.
I think Harry Warden's getting it first.
No matter what. Like, she can't even block with that. Like...
No.
Lands a hit, assuming he doesn't miss on some fluke, she's done. Something's getting broken.
I honestly think, like, it's... Annie Wilkes with a meat cleaver, she's going to get hit before she can even get in range of hitting him. And Harry Warden with the hammer, I think...
He gets in the first shot. The first shot's a lot more damage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Than she could ever do with the meat cleaver.
One hit from a sledgehammer.
The only thing she could do is basically throw it and run away. And if you land a headshot on that, like, 0.5%, you get it and win, but that's not happening. And I don't think she has the intelligence to just throw it and land it.
Well, that wouldn't work either.
I don't think it would work.
She would throw her weapon away.
Oh, and he has like the little gas mask too. That wouldn't do shit.
No. Yeah. True.
That's Harry Warden, 100%.
Yeah.
Harry Warden wins this.
Yeah, I gotta agree. It's Harry Warden, so that's 10 drinks. Unfortunately.
Okay. So.
Excuse me.
Tucker's picks of Annie
Wilkes is out of it.
Is out.
Freddy Krueger versus Hannibal Lecter. Oh, everything horror. Okay, this is actually a dope battle.
I like the 30-second delay or so on this stream, and then after that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it
was close until it wasn't. Yeah,
it was an interesting matchup though, for sure. Yep. Depending on weapons. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's the fun about this, I think, is the weapons create such a different...
Yeah, I feel like, speaking of which, this next matchup is kind of weapons-based as well. Just a little bit.
It's pretty even at face value, almost. I don't know.
I'd give a little bit of an edge to Hannibal Lecter.
Yes, me too.
Just a little bit.
Freddy Krueger versus Hannibal Lecter.
We'll see where this goes if you'd like to roll first.
1 for Freddy Krueger.
1 for That's the first time we've even rolled a 1.
Yep. And 6.
And 6.
You and your 6s.
For Hannibal Lecter.
All right. We'll see what Freddy ends up for weapons. Switchblade for Freddy Krueger.
Switchblade.
It's not too handy. It's pretty damn small.
He's used to kind of close range.
He's used with blades too.
Yeah. Close range blade weapons. Okay, we'll see what Hannibal Lecter gets here.
His music is so random. Literally, couldn't get more random. hot sauce water gun.
Yes. Oh my goodness, this is so good.
This is interesting for sure.
So the thing about hot sauce water gun is because Freddy has so many scars and blisters all over his body, and that's like a super effective attack.
And Hannibal Lecter is smart enough to actually use it in an efficient way. He wouldn't just be firing it at random.
Yeah.
And
it's a perfect weapon.
Here says, I mean, Freddy is already cooked. You're not wrong.
Freddy's cooked. He can just start eating. He doesn't have to toss him in a frying pan.
But I feel like he's got a pretty high pain tolerance too.
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, like relatively speaking.
I mean, he was burned alive.
Yeah.
So he wasn't Michael Myers burned alive. He died in his fire.
Yeah, but that just helps him have more.
And like the other thing is one shot in the face.
Okay, but here
done. Blinded. Takes his weapon and wins.
So you think Hannibal Lecter shoots him with the hot sauce and slows him down enough that Hannibal Lecter can then steal Freddy's weapon, which is the switchblade.
Okay, first of all, click on Everything Horror's comment. It's seasoning. That made me laugh so much. I love it. He's cooked at seasoning. What more is there?
Okay, but
Freddy's done. He's eaten like a fillet of fish at McDonald's.
Let me run through this. So, of course, Hannibal Lecter shoots the hot sauce at Freddy. He's slowed down completely, probably blinded from getting shot in the eyes, burning, he's curled up in pain. Hannibal Lecter then goes and steals the switchblade.
What is Freddy Krueger going to do to defend himself? He's going to be slashing.
He's going to be swinging, exactly.
Yeah. And Hannibal Lecter's the type of person...
he's not going to let it hit him.
Well, he also can't he's going to grab his wrist and take a bite out of that freshly seasoned Freddy corpse.
I don't think it's that straightforward.
I think it's that straightforward.
I don't think it is, honestly, because, listen, what is Hannibal Lecter going to do to kill him, to kill Freddy?
Bite his neck or take his weapon.
Bite him. So that's his only option is bite him.
And plus at the same time,
taking his weapon isn't an option, I don't think, because he's going to be flailing that shit around trying to get any hit on him because he's blinded.
So right when you flail one way and then the other way, right?
Yeah, but I don't think Hannibal Lecter's strong enough to stop his arm and just grab it.
I think he is.
No.
It
depends if he's in his leather
kind of the
straps
same.
or whatever. What is it? Straight jacket. He might be in a straight jacket. No, he could use his weapon.
Yeah.
I don't think he's strong enough to stop Freddy from flailing around.
Especially the fact that he's going to blind him and Hannibal Lecter's intelligence to know what to do in that situation. I'm pretty sure Hannibal Lecter...
I totally agree that...
is going to win.
No, not necessarily. I totally agree that Freddy Krueger is getting slowed down in his tracks completely with that hot sauce burning him. And he's going to be so out of it and so, flustered that he's just going to be flailing around. He's going to be flailing so hard, Hannibal Lecter's not going to be able to stop him. He's going to avoid it completely. Mm-hmm. But what is Hannibal Lecter going to do to actually kill Freddy? I feel like Freddy
might get... When he's in close range, you can spray him again. I mean,
I just feel like...
At the same time, again, reminding you that those are burn wounds. Probably still fresh. Reminding you.
Depending how soon this battle's taking, but...
We're going to leave this to the comments. If you please comment who will
we do disagree.
Win. Tucker and I can argue for hours.
Yeah, I think that Freddy Krueger takes it because he's going to be flailing around and he's going to get an accidental hit. I know Hannibal Lecter is going to avoid it as much as possible, but you can't just assume that he can run away and that classifies victory. They got to battle to the death. I think Freddy Krueger gets a lucky hit on him somehow. And he's gonna, accidentally, or he's gonna finally recuperate, because hot sauce in the eyes isn't gonna last forever. So I can see it going both ways. I'm not gonna lie, but I would want to say that Freddy Krueger has the slight edge.
No,
it's gonna be a damn good battle.
I feel like it has I'd say Hannibal Lecter has a better edge.
Yeah, and that's where we differ.
Even is torn. Yeah,
he's everything horror. He says, "Yeah, I can see that happening. Freddy can get a stab in." That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Snoop Black says I'm torn.
So this is the thing.
Snoop Black kind of says Hannibal Lecter. Hey, but everything horror says Freddy. So
he says Freddy can get a stab in. He doesn't say Freddy can.
No, I know. Hey, but. I'm not going to back down because...
I'm not either.
I know you're not.
Do you want to leave it up to a dice roll then?
Dice roll, closest to 10 takes it.
Closest to 10.
Whoever, yeah.
I mean, just the highest dice roll, you could say.
That's the same thing.
Tucker, I'm pretty sure I haven't rolled, like, lower than a 4.
I also haven't rolled... I rolled 1-1, and the rest have been high.
Okay, do you remember your dice roll, first of all?
It was 1.
Okay, mine was a 6. Let's see.
Wait, before we do this...
I got another 6, of course.
Okay, I'll roll mine after. Snoop Black says, how far away did this start? 10 yards is what we're...
10 yards.
That's just general rule that we came up with.
Otherwise, the gun battles would be a lot less interesting.
He says, can Hannibal Lecter have the distance for the shots? He definitely does have distance to slow him down at first.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, how is he going to finish him off? Because hot sauce in the face isn't going to kill you.
He's gonna bite his neck.
But he's going to be
artery.
thrashing around, though. That's the main reason why. Because Freddy's not stupid. He's not just going to curl up in a ball and just let him come. He's going to be thrashing around.
The thing is, like, he's not going to slash. And
listen, we've already said it. Everything horror says roll for it.
Oh,
I'm just going to do it.
Honestly, I rolled high for this.
You got 6.
6.
I got 9.
Fuck.
Man, that's what it had to come down to. Freddy Krueger
I'm
takes
still
it.
upset that Freddy Krueger
We would both be upset. Let's be honest. Either way. That was a damn good battle, though. Let's be honest.
It was a damn good battle for us.
Well, yeah. But even for them, it would be a good battle. Because that hot sauce water gun is definitely... It throws a wrench in things, for sure. Anyways, that was only 1 sip.
That was 1 sip.
After that battle, let's move back up to the winner's bracket.
Let's go down first.
You want to look over the upsets?
Candyman, Chucky, Annie Wilkes, and Hannibal Lecter are eliminated. Hannibal Lecter, I kind of expected to be in it a little bit longer. His matchups
honestly.
were Ghostface and Freddy Krueger, and I feel like he just got a little bit unlucky with weapons.
And in the last round, it was a good matchup, and you wanted him to win. It just came down to
we'll see how close Freddy Krueger comes. Maybe if it was Hannibal Lecter in Freddy's place, it might end up a little bit differently, but the dice gods have determined differently.
Yep.
So we're on to 12 people remaining. So we're going to start up again with our upper bracket.
Yep. So we're moving on to, I guess it's round, 13 now we're on?
Round 13.
So we got Jason Voorhees versus Norman Bates.
We said Jason Voorhees at the exact same time.
in the same speed,
which is pretty impressive. Jason Voorhees' goal is a
7.
Oh my goodness. These high rolls. Norman Bates is an 8.
Holy shit. Okay. So obviously, again, just looking at this without weapons, I think Jason has the upper hand. But as we know, the weapons throw a wrench in these things. Speaking of wrench, that is a weapon, I think.
Everything horror. Would you like to put a wager in the chat? Or would you like to think somebody...
So I got... Sorry. Yes. Hector, if you want to say who you think's going to win, you can take that bet. And if you're right, we're going to take a shot for you at the end. But I got to explain this weapon. Bath salts for Jason Voorhees.
Bath salts?
He's high on bath salts.
Oh, so it's a disadvantage.
No. Have you ever heard of the thing where, people take bath salts and then there was like zombie apocalypse happening where people were going and eating random people's faces that were high on bath salts. Basically just thinks...
So he's basically a zombie, Jason?
Not a zombie, but he's just... he's already crazy, just exacerbate that by like 10, 20 times.
So his energy level's just like up there even more.
Super high energy and like willing to kind of do anything, and he's kind of just, he doesn't care what's around him or anything.
Okay.
He's just high on bath salts.
Cool.
It's a little bit an obscure weapon, but it could be a disadvantage, but I think it's more of an advantage.
Okay.
So we got bath salts for Jason. Norman Bates gets a
fork. Nice.
So yeah, Norman Bates with a fork, Jason Voorhees with bath salts. Snoop Black knows what I'm talking about with the bath salts, people eating faces. I've heard of this.
Heard of it.
Yeah. That's alright.
A fork versus somebody on bath salts? Especially Jason Voorhees on bath salts.
He is taking this.
Jason Voorhees, definitely.
And that's who you bet on.
My boy is in the top 4.
Jason Voorhees definitely takes the cake against Norman Bates with the fork.
Yeah. Did we roll?
Yep.
We did roll.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Everything Horror is placing a wager on Frankenstein's monster for the win.
That's a little bit of an underdog.
And that's the way I was playing too. I voted Annie. She got out as soon as
immediately.
Luck of the draw, though. That's all. Luck of the draw.
Oh.
Okay, take your time.
No, I was trying to find a specific drink. And I was just like, where is it? And I was under another can. There are these new Smirnoff seltzer lemonades here, and I've been craving one. So I'm going to have one of those. Yeah, I still have to finish a little bit more here of this drink. I had like 2-3 sips.
I'll just introduce the next matchup as you go there. Get this wheel off the screen. Sorry, I'm leaving that up a little bit too long, but excuse me. So the next matchup, we got Jack Torrance versus Patrick Bateman, and this is an interesting matchup, honestly. Without weapons involved,
that's it's
like
an even matchup.
Oh, so even.
And in my opinion, that's an even matchup.
Yeah, definitely equal in terms of without weapons. But we'll move on to rolls. I'll roll for Jack Torrance. 9.
Ooh, and I will roll for Patrick Bateman, which is a 6.
9 and 6.
I have gotten so many 6s today.
That's your favorite number, apparently.
I guess so. Snoop Blacks. That looks like a good drink, Alex.
Yeah.
It is a very good drink. My favorite is the blue raspberry seltzer. Blue raspberry lemonade seltzers in that pack. It's super good. I'd 100% recommend it. Anyways,
let's see what the weapons are going to be for... Who's first? Jack Torrance first.
Jack Torrance. Weapons, I feel like, determine this entire game.
I agree. Right here. Otherwise, it's going to be a crazy good fight. A chef's knife. So it's basically what Michael Myers uses.
Yep.
Chef's knife for Jack Torrance. Close range weapon. Versus what does Patrick Bateman get here? Some surf music for sure. A smoke grenade from Patrick Bateman. Okay, that's interesting.
Smoke grenade versus knife. So the way that I think of smoke grenade is he uses this smoke grenade and then like
he's able to kind of hide.
He doesn't have to engage.
Not right away.
Especially like what is he going to do in hand-to-hand combat? He's going to get stabbed.
Well, that's it. All he has is the grenade.
By Jack Torrance. Yeah.
All he has is the grenade.
If it was a hand grenade, maybe I would have thrown the other way across.
There's a frag grenade in there for sure.
But
so yeah, it's an interesting matchup. Patrick Bateman uses smoke grenade. He'd be able to kind of avoid Jack Torrance, but obviously smoke grenades only last so long, and all he can do is kind of come up behind him and maybe try and strangle him, choke him out.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jack Torrance is just going to strong enough. He's going to just take the knife and right behind him stab him.
Yeah.
So I think we got to give it to Jack Torrance, honestly.
I agree. It all came down to weapons.
Yeah. And if it was somebody stronger, like if that was Jason versus Jack, Jason had a smoke grenade, that's an interesting battle.
Yeah.
Like that makes
it's a little bit more of a it's a little bit more up in the air. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I think because Jack Torrance has the knife, like it just with having a smoke grenade, it just prolongs the inevitable. Yeah. So Jack Torrance takes this one.
Okay.
Hey,
Jack Torrance and Jason Voorhees.
No, not yet.
Are going to be an upper bracket.
Snoop Blacks, your boy Jack is doing good so far.
So far.
Anyways, we'll move on. Michael Myers versus Art the Clown. And yeah, Snoop Blacks just celebrating Jack's win. Yeah. He's doing good so far. All right, Michael Myers versus Art the Clown.
I really want Michael Myers to come up on top.
I want to see Michael lose because he is the favored one to win this right now.
I don't want Art winning.
We have to take our drinks, though, first.
We do. 9 drinks.
9 drinks. Let me crack this open. I didn't do that yet.
All right.
Sorry, I made it bad.
That is all right.
I did a very high pour.
Tried to show off a little bit.
For nobody. They can't see me pouring.
They can probably see the drink going in. We'll say we complete until round of 8, and then we take a washroom break. So I have to pee.
To.
I do.
Okay. So what are we at? Michael Myers versus Art the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll for Michael Myers. 8. Jesus Christ, all these high rolls.
Art the Clown's probably going to be a 10 then. It's a 7.
7.
It's not much better.
Okay, well,
We've had a single one and nothing else has been lower than lower than a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Oh, I gotta shout this out. I can hear the pour. It sounded impressive. Thank you, Snowflakes. Hearing is half of it. So
weapons, Michael Myers so far has an advantage.
Yeah, just one-on-one definitely has the advantage.
Frying pan
for Michael Myers.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see what Art the Clown has to offer. A rope from Art the Clown. So,
okay.
All you can do with a rope is tie him up, basically. Choke him. Choke him.
At the same time, Michael Myers is strong enough, even with his left hand, doesn't matter which hand, can bash Art's head in easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easily, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Michael Myers, his strength
will definitely outweigh that rope 100% to make him disoriented or just cave in that head.
Yeah. Yeah, no. We'll continue on with that point first, but everything horror, sheesh, you guys have to be feeling it. We're starting to. I'm about 4 drinks in, so
I haven't been keeping track. I think I'm 0.5 ahead of you.
Maybe.
I could be wrong, though.
We got Brianna coming in saying, hey, wish I could hang out for one of these, but currently on our way to a March Madness watch party. I hope I can catch the next one. Cheers. Hey, you got other obligations. That's totally fair. But we're a March Madness watch party. Just horror villains.
She could be on her way to watch us with friends. But either way, what you're doing, definitely have fun.
Yeah, no, thanks for even dropping by and saying hello. That is much appreciated. And Snoop Black says you can whip with a rope. That's not going to do much to stop Michael Myers, though.
I feel like you have to kind of get a groove for it, though. I don't think it's going to stop Michael Myers too much, regardless.
No, definitely not. I think Michael Myers takes it.
Yes, sir. I agree.
So, unfortunately, not much of a contest for him. He's got that strength behind him. You got to be good with a rope.
Because a frying pan, like, you could maybe block with a rope if you're strong enough to, like, kind of hold it above your head.
Or make a lasso, tie him up.
But that's going to take way too long to close the gap.
Exactly.
I say, like, there's a very small chance you can block with a rope or dodge the frying pan, but the odds of that happening, are so significantly low.
This isn't loading up here. Let me try it again. Either way, Michael Myers was an 8, so you gotta take 8 drinks.
There we go.
Yep, Michael Myers moves on. He's the one I want to lose this the most.
You want Michael Myers to lose the most? Why?
Because I want an underdog to win this.
Okay.
That's my outlook.
That's fair. I'm happy Jack Torrance is doing so good so far.
Yeah?
Jack Torrance is kind of coming away with this. His opponents thus far have been Leatherface and Patrick Bateman.
Leatherface, he came out, like he was the underdog.
He was underdog 100%. Patrick Bateman was even. Yeah. So far he's been having a good run.
He's doing good. All right, let's move on to Frankenstein's monster and Ghostface. So, Frankenstein's monster, let's see what number he gives us. 4.
And Ghostface, come on, we got 2.
Oh, both pretty low numbers.
Both pretty low. I'm going to be happy about this matchup.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good old fun matchup.
Slight break.
Frankenstein's monster, you got a weapon. What's it going to be?
Well, let me bring up the wheel and find out. Frankenstein's monster's weapon. Flashbang. Okay. Is he going to know how to use a flashbang?
No, there's no way he uses a flash. He knows how to use a flashbang. It's going to just stun them both.
Yeah.
If it was anyone else, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, let's see. Maybe Ghostface has a similar disadvantage.
Let's see. That one even have music?
It did. It was going.
Oh, it glitched out there for a second.
Yeah, it did.
Crossbow.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I think this is kind of set in stone.
How many bolts does that crossbow have?
We don't know. That's the thing. Frankenstein's monster can take damage. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But with a fucking flashbang, so he's going to be playing around with that thing, trying to figure out what it is, first of all. And then all of a sudden, he's going to, like, accidentally pull it.
Yeah, he's going to pull it, and then, like,
he's going to drop it.
He's in the closest range to it, though. That's the thing.
They're both going to get affected. 10 yards of flashbang.
Or the thing is, like, if he's just randomly handed a weapon, and it's a flashbang, he's not going to know how to use it. There's a chance that he just throws it to Ghostface.
True.
There's a chance that he just throws it to Ghostface, and then Ghostface uses it and has two weapons.
True, but I think within a 10-yard radius, a flashbang's going to affect both of them no matter what.
Yeah.
So
assuming that he does use it properly.
But with a crossbow, so you got to consider, you got to take the bolt and you got to load it. So that's another thing. Yeah. Maybe Frankenstein just, like, I don't know what this is, drops it and starts walking towards Ghostface. And in that time, can Ghostface load a crossbow and shoot it? Because if you can get one...
I think so. So,
if you
for
can
example...
get one shot... Excuse me. If you can get one shot off, it slows Frankenstein's monster down quite a bit. Plus... Plus...
monster does not have speed.
No, Ghostface can run, yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like... We don't know how many bolts he has. We got to assume that he just has enough that can get the job done if it needs to.
Yeah.
We don't need to put a number on it, but I feel like Ghostface can evade Frankenstein's monster well enough that...
So we'll assume with any weapon, you're going into the fight with said weapon. So, like, I'm going into a fight, I want to, bring a crossbow, so I'm going to have as many bolts...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so, okay. So we'll assume, like, some ridiculous number, like 60.
Snoop Black says, I don't think the crossbow will help that much, but Everything Horror says it'll trip him out and he'll flail around and smash Ghostface.
You guys are on Frankenstein's side, okay. Well, I think I'm kind of opposite.
I am also opposite because I think the flashbang, like him flailing around and accidentally smashing Ghostface, is pretty unlikely, unless because Ghostface is also, affected from the flashbang. Let's assume it gets set off. We have to assume it gets used, right? Yeah. So,
but the thing is, if Ghostface sees a grenade, what do you think Ghostface is going to do? He sees him pull the pin, throw a grenade. What do you think Ghostface is going to do? He's going to run away in the opposite direction.
Yes.
Away from the grenade. Then once he sees it's a flashbang, he's going to be facing the other way, right? Because he's going to be running away from it, correct?
Well, maybe. We don't know for sure. We don't know.
I feel like
he doesn't know that's a grenade. Does Billy Loomis know what a grenade is? Why would he know? Not a flashbang.
Everybody knows what a grenade is.
He doesn't know what a flashbang looks like, though.
He doesn't. He knows what a grenade looks like, though.
Yes, but he does
and especially to be facing away from a flashbang is a lot bigger of an advantage.
It's a lot better. His hearing would be affected no matter what. But I think let's assume the flashbang affects both of them. Let me continue with my thought. The flashbang affects both of them, let's say. So Frankenstein's monster gets affected by this flashbang. He is definitely going to be so disoriented. He's going to continue trying to walk in the direction that he thinks Ghostface is. Ghostface, on the other hand, is
faster.
No, but listen,
and
let me continue.
Away, yeah.
We have to assume that the weapon works the way that it's intended. And actually, Everything Horror said something about this. Let's say the weapon actually works for each character. Ghostface stunned is enough for the monster to kill him.
But the thing is, we can't assume each weapon works for each character, especially since we assumed a slingshot would work. Didn't we think a slingshot
would work for Candyman?
Wouldn't work for Candyman.
Yeah, we have to do that fairly, and I agree.
I have a proposition.
Wait, I didn't finish my thought.
Yeah.
So flashbang, let's assume this is what I picture happening. Frankenstein, he's messing around with it in his hand. In the meantime, Ghostface is trying to load his crossbow.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened at this point. So he's trying to load his
crossbow.
So let me finish. Ghostface is trying to load his crossbow, not really looking at what Frankenstein is doing. Frankenstein's monster is doing. And then Frankenstein's monster accidentally pulls the pin out, just playing around with it, you know? And then it blows up in front of him, whatever. It's going to stun them both. We got to assume that, at least. It's going to stun them both. Because what's the point of having the flashbang as a weapon?
Okay. No, the point of having it as a weapon is somebody
knows how to use it properly. Yeah, but no, somebody that knows how to use it properly, they're going to avoid getting affected by it.
So would I know how to use a fork properly?
Yes. Most people would know how to use a fork properly.
If Hannibal Lecter got it, maybe. So here's my proposition. I go to the wash and we take some time apart and we think about how this is going to resolve. Deal?
You can go. I'm going to continue arguing with these people, which I think
which are Frankenstein.
Okay. And Snoop Black's even left a comment. I want to see what he said. Snoop Black says, you can listen from the bathroom too.
Okay, I'll listen from the
Snoop Black says, the flashbang would hurt if Frankenstein just throwed it at him as hard as he could. Yeah, I get that, but I don't think a flashbang would hurt enough. Like, this is a battle to the death. If you're getting hit with a flashbang, just from the blunt force, it's not going to hurt enough to stop you much. But, do you guys agree with me? The flashbang affects both of them, and so Ghostface is affected by the flashbang. It slows down his reload time, too. And then, it's just a matter of fact do you think Ghostface can get a shot of the crossbow off before Frankenstein gets to him? I don't think Frankenstein's able to stumble his way to Ghostface before Ghostface can load up the crossbow. I feel like Ghostface can get the crossbow loaded and at least one shot before Frankenstein even gets to him. So my thoughts is, I do think Ghostface takes this. But I do think it's an interesting matchup, honestly. And, I kind of made it sound like I was arguing with Alex, but I think he thinks it's too easy of a win for Ghostface, and I just want to point that out to him. I don't know how much longer he's going to be peeing, but Snoop Black says Frankenstein can take some hits, though, and that's a very good point. He can take damage more than, I'd say, almost anybody on this list. He can take a lot of damage. Maybe he's on par with, Jason, Michael Myers in that sense. But whether or not he can take enough damage to get to Ghostface in time is the question. And Ghostface is a lot more elusive. He can kind of dodge. He's spry. He can move quickly. So is Frankenstein able to get a grasp on him is what I'm wondering. I don't really see it happening that easily. I don't know.
So you're going to hate me now.
What?
Okay, so I'll move in.
Okay, Alex is back.
So the thing that we haven't considered is the accuracy of Ghostface to get a shot off that matters enough and to reload that crossbow enough for a second shot. So for example, what are the odds that Ghostface lands a shot that's enough to severely cripple Frankenstein?
Yeah,
I'd say fairly low.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I wanted you to consider it. It's not so easy of a win. Yeah.
So now that makes me think on the Frankenstein's monster side.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not sold one way or the other. Yeah, it's pretty damn close. It's another interesting fight. Simply because the flashbang, when Ghostface is trying to load up that crossbow, that flashbang is going to slow him down loading it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, to get a second shot off.
Yes.
Frankenstein's monster is going to close a gap and probably kill him.
Everything horror says the monster would get to him before. And then he says, I don't know, Ghostface trips up a lot. That's true. Mm-hmm. When he's trying to run away, he stumbles quite a bit. Well, I'll agree with that.
But so, whose side do you take, Tucker?
After thinking it through, I hate to do it, but I want to say Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein's monster.
It's a damn good fight, though.
It took a trip to the washroom for us to...
For you.
For me, specifically.
I wasn't sold one way or the other. I was leaning Ghostface, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I was leaning Ghostface until I went to the washroom and cleared my head a little bit.
Yeah.
And thought of both sides.
Honestly, I'm surprised Frankenstein's monster is getting as far as he is.
Yeah. He's getting some good luck, even with a technically disadvantaged weapon.
Oh, yeah. Because he didn't know how to use it.
The thing is, he's been up against, I'd say, pretty easy foes in terms of brute force. If he was against, like, Leatherface or Jason Voorhees, might have turned out a little bit differently.
He's going to be against Michael Myers next round.
Yeah.
So that'll be another interesting one. I don't know. It depends on the weapons again.
Let's see.
Because Frankenstein's monster doesn't have much intelligence, so...
Yeah.
Anyways, down to the losers round 2.
All right.
And
we've got...
Are you able to entertain these people while I go take a piss?
Definitely.
So how about the mouse if you need it?
How about we do this first? How about we roll first?
Wait, we have to take our drinks.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster, no. He was on the bottom. Oh no, yeah, you're right. 4.
So anyways... So how about we do this first? Okay, never mind. Tucker's leaving.
Oh, you want to do something before I go?
Well, I say, how about we make our rules, make the wheel spins first, and then I argue, then I put my side of it.
I want to see what the wheels are.
Well, like you do it with the wheel. You stick around for another.
Oh man, you're making me stick around this long.
You can hold it. I held it.
All right, Ghostface versus John Kramer.
First of all, Ghostface will give us a total of 6 drinks if he wins, and John Kramer will give us a total of 7 drinks if he wins. So not much of a difference. Yet again, we roll higher than 5 for the umpteenth millionth time.
All right, let's see what Ghostface gives us. Hey, it's this 8-bit song again. Scissors for Ghostface.
Oh boy, if John Kramer has rock, he's done.
Alright, let's see what John Kramer gets.
Scissors versus... Is it gonna be Hook? It's gonna be a Hook.
It's gonna be a Hook.
It's gonna be a Hook versus Scissors.
Hook for John Kramer. Ghostface has Scissors.
Okay.
Face value off the gun without thinking about it. I think Ghostface has it, but let me think more.
Okay, I'll let Tucker think more when he's in the washroom. The washroom's a transcendent place where you have a lot of time to think, believe me. I also think Ghostface wins at this point, but then again, I was in the washroom, I changed my mind, we flipped our vote to Frankenstein's monster.
You gotta take Jigsaw's intelligence into consideration.
So Tucker says from the washroom we have to take Jigsaw's intelligence from... We have to take Jigsaw's intelligence. And Jigsaw has a hook, I believe it was. It was a hook. So Scissors versus Hook. Immediately, Hook is kind of hard to use. Especially hooks will drag you into close range if you stab from the back. From the jugular, it's a hard place to hit. And especially with the scissors, I feel like it's just an advantage for the scissors, especially somebody as nimble as Ghostface compared to, what, a 50-year-old, 60-year-old? I think he's 50 in the movies, but he does not look 50. He looks like 70. Either way, I feel like Ghostface has this.
Yeah, and I do kind of agree. Like, how smart can you really get with a hook? What is it on? It's not on a chain. It's one. Yeah. We're thinking of Candyman style hook. Yeah. Where he's got it held in his hand, the hook, kind of like Captain Hook too. Yeah. He's got a hook. Got to be super close range. He's not that strong, so that's another thing to consider. Ghostface he's clumsy, like everything horror mentioned. He stumbles around quite a bit, so he's not necessarily good at dodging. But with what did he have for a weapon? Scissors.
Scissors.
It's kind of like a knife they're not as sharp though. I think, yeah. I don't know. My vote is Ghostface. Do you agree?
I agree with Ghostface, yeah.
Then we are going with Ghostface.
John Kramer is eliminated.
He is gone. 6 drinks. Let me pour
I did not pour another drink.
I'm gonna need
I probably really should have done that. I finished a drink and then I just didn't do anything with it.
You want to pass me a paper towel? I kind of slopped a bit. Yeah. Thank you. This time we don't need Jordan to bring us paper towel. We thought about it.
We're getting a little bit better with each live stream.
Maybe.
Just a little bit. Not much.
We're still just a couple drunks trying to make it through a live stream, you know? And Snoop Lax agrees with us. Ghostface sounds right. Kramer is done. Yeah, that's ultimately what we think too.
I didn't crack the can, so I had to open the rest of it with my finger. That was weird.
Oh. So we had 6 drinks for Ghostface, which I didn't take yet.
I had to make a drink, so I'm not there either.
Alrighty.
If you guys didn't see, by the way, look at these Cheers to Fears glasses. Look at how nifty they look. Jordan made these.
Well, she had them made.
She had them custom made. Either way, they look fucking amazing, don't they?
She's very talented, but she doesn't know how to sandblast.
That is fine. Either way,
I don't know if that was a good shot or not. I wasn't even looking. Anyways, so to find out who's going to face off against Ghostface next round, we have Art the Clown versus Leatherface. And again, right off the bat, I'm thinking Leatherface has the upper hand, of course.
Yeah.
So let's see let's first see what we're rolling first.
Good idea.
Art the Clown, 9.
We've almost always rolled higher.
Yeah.
We're going with a higher option. Anyways, Leatherface.
1.
1.
Oh, these are very different numbers.
Leatherface, please. Get a good weapon.
Well, let's find out.
Art the Clown, what do you have?
Art the Clown is going to end up with pepper spray. And he's definitely going to know how to use that pretty effectively.
Yeah.
All right. Pepper spray for Art the Clown. Leatherface. A feral attack dog. Ooh.
Okay.
That's interesting, actually. So, pepper spray for Art the Clown, feral attack dog for Leatherface.
So the advantage is he can use it on both the dog and the
on Leatherface.
and on Leatherface. However, what is Art the Clown going to do once he stuns, we'll say, Leatherface?
Yeah, like what is it? Yeah, he's going to try and choke him out or something.
And once he chokes him out,
that dog's going to be attacking him this whole time.
The dog's going to be attacking him. He's going to be a skinny ass motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's just going to get ripped apart by Leatherface, in my opinion.
And I got to agree with you that Leatherface is going to take this because, like, pepper spray, even if you use it against a dog, the dogs have other senses that are going to know where you are.
Yeah. The dog's going to be hating his life.
The dog's going to be, it's going to be miserable, which also probably makes it more angry.
Leatherface is also probably going to be pretty miserable too. Either way, it's a 2v1, but both are disadvantaged. But Leatherface is easily stronger than Art the Clown.
Oh, yeah.
And Art the Clown doesn't have another weapon. You have to think of that.
No, exactly. And I agree with you. Leatherface is taking this because
Art the Clown has to get in close range after that.
That dog is doing so much for Leatherface too.
Yeah.
Because that dog's going to be attacking Art the Clown the entire time. It's going to be latching onto his arm. It's going to be biting at him.
Even if he tries to finish off the dog first, Leatherface will be there.
He can recover more.
Yeah. Leatherface will be there. Like, he has to... It's basically a 2v1 once they recover. Even if the dog dies, even if Leatherface was empty...
It's going to take a lot to kill the dog for Art, too. Like, he's got to, beat that thing quite a bit before it dies.
Yeah.
So, Leatherface takes this one.
Leatherface, yeah.
And Leatherface had only 1 sip.
1 sip. I like this.
Cheers to that. Alrighty. So, let's move on. Patrick Bateman versus Harry Warden. This is another pretty even matchup, I'd say.
Okay.
Patrick Bateman, 7 drinks.
Harry Warden, 2 drinks.
Another high and low. So, let's see.
It's not another high and low. This is just...
7's high.
But there has been no high and lows. All of them have just ended high.
No, but this is... 7 is higher, 2 is lower. That's what I mean. Because the last one was...
Last one is 4 and 1.
No, it was 9 and 1.
No, I could have sworn it was 4 and 1.
No, that was a long time ago. It was 9 and 1. If Art the Clown won that one, it was going to be 9 or 8.
I could have sworn it was 4.
I don't think so.
I could have sworn it was 4.
Either way, we're moved on from that. So let's find out the weapon for Patrick Bateman. We're on a mystery adventure. A mace for Patrick Bateman. Okay. Let me remind you, a mace is different from a flail. Mace is on basically, they're kind of the same, but mace is on a stick.
Is mace studded? Mace is still studded,
They're still spiked.
Okay.
They're all, a mace and a flail is spiked. Flail is a different weapon. Flail is on a chain that you can swing around.
Yeah.
A mace is just on a stick.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Patrick Bateman with a mace. And then we have Harry Warden. Let's see. Is he going to get his pickaxe? We haven't had that yet.
No!
We're a bayonet. Okay, but a bayonet is a gun.
I mean,
with a knife at the end.
Yeah. That's a double weapon.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it was a bayonet. What was the other one?
Bayonet and a mace. So it was a pretty even matchup until the weapons. Harry Warden, I think, has the upper hand.
Harry Warden is long range in both regards.
He has long range and close range.
Long range and close range, and even his close range is longer than the maces.
Bayonet, and I don't know, I'm not super gun savvy, I don't know a ton about guns, but I think bayonets, they have one shot and then you have to reload.
Yeah.
So, like, he's going to have one shot off, and then
he has basically one free shot and then a longer range weapon than a mace, right?
A bayonet would, well, yeah, but also a mace could hit that bayonet pretty easily.
Yeah.
Like, they're pretty decent size, so we could block it or something, but I think Patrick Bateman, he's just a normal guy. One shot to him is going to slow him down so much.
Yeah.
So I got to give it to, my opinion is Harry Warden.
My opinion is also Harry Warden.
Everything Horror says, I thought we were talking pepper spray. Pepper spray was with Art the Clown against Leatherface, who had a feral dog.
Yeah.
Feral attack dog. So Art the Clown used pepper spray to slow them down. But
Leatherface and his feral dog. If it was Michael Myers and the feral dog, Michael Myers might have eaten the dog first.
Eaten the dog?
But jokes aside, I feel like Leatherface won that pretty easily.
Not necessarily easily. It was a slower battle because of the pepper spray, but it's still, I'd say, definitely goes to Leatherface. Anyways, Patrick Bateman with a mace and Harry Warden
with a bayonet.
With a bayonet. It's definitely Harry Warden.
Bayonet, I think,
because he's got the first shot, which gives him an easy upper hand right away.
Yeah.
So Harry Warden is the winner there.
I feel like even if he misses, he still has a good shot. Like, he still has a good chance of winning, right?
Yeah. Well,
spiked end.
Yeah, but it's not, I'd say the mace, if it was the knife at the end of a bayonet with no ammunition, I'm saying the mace takes it. But because he has the first shot, like, it's one little knife at the end of the gun.
Yeah. Well, like, even, like, they have to get in close range, remind you of that. For the other person to win, he can wait, he can shoot whenever he chooses.
Well, no, yeah, exactly.
And even if he doesn't get that, he still has a good chance of attacking with a bayonet, which does have a longer range than a mace. So I feel like even then, like, even if you want to give it even if you want to give the mace an advantage, I would say 60 to the mace, 40 to the bayonet, at most.
Yeah, without the shot.
Without the shot. And
but because it's a bayonet, it has that firing.
You can assume you can reload. I don't know.
I think he only has time for one shot.
Yeah.
But either way, with only one shot against Patrick Bateman, it's definitely winning it. If it was one shot against, Leatherface, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, any of those guys can take one shot and keep going. But because it's Patrick Bateman, just a typical human that, gets affected, like, one shot to you is going to stop you in your tracks.
Yeah.
I feel like it's no brainer giving it to Harry Warden.
Okay.
All right, let's see who's going to face off against Harry Warden next round. Norman Bates versus Freddy Krueger. First, we got to take our drinks. I forgot about that.
2.
No. Oh, yeah, Harry Warden moved on. 2. I was upset. I thought it was going to be 7.
It feels so nice to take 2 sips as opposed to, like, 6 every other one.
Yeah. So, we got Norman Bates versus Freddy Krueger. I'll do a roll here for Norman Bates. 6.
I will do a roll for Freddy Krueger.
6. Okay, it's 6
so we're
no matter
taking
what.
6 no matter what. Nice.
Not that nice. It's like, it's okay. All right,
it's a little above average. Let's continue, though.
Let's see what
weapons for Norman Bates.
Our wheel's getting a lot more slim pickings based on how it started.
I like the colors of this.
It matches our logo.
It matches the logo pretty damn well.
That was very intentional.
Meat tenderizer for Norman Bates.
Norman Bates with a meat tenderizer.
Freddy Krueger's already cooked. I feel so many of these weapons have just been tailor-made for Freddy Krueger. The hot sauce, the meat tenderizer. So anyways, grenade. Ooh.
Grenade. And that's Freddy Krueger that's got the grenade. Okay. So Norman Bates with a meat tenderizer versus Freddy Krueger with a grenade. Let's establish, does Freddy Krueger know how to use the grenade? I would say yes.
Yeah.
Norman Bates obviously knows how to swing a fucking meat tenderizer.
Yeah.
Does Freddy Krueger have the accuracy to get it in a decent placement that it's going to actually harm Norman Bates?
Only count in horseshoes and hand grenades this thing. I feel like
you're not wrong.
I feel like yes.
And if he's
gonna get hit up, he's gonna get some damage done to him. Within that time, he can finish the job, I think.
If that's the case, I do agree with you that Freddy Krueger would take it with hand grenade because, you kind of sold me with that saying. Close only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. So, I'll give it to you for sure. I agree. Freddy Krueger is the winner. So that's 6 drinks. I'm going to have to pour another one.
Oh, yeah, we both take 6.
No matter what, it's 6. All right. Norman Bates is down to the loser's bracket, which we're going to be moving on to right away.
No, Norman Bates is done.
Oh, yeah, no, that we are in the loser's bracket. I totally forgot. Yeah, no, Norman Bates is done.
Me and Tucker are not intoxicated.
I just took 4 drinks from the can rather than pouring it in the cup. Not that it really makes a difference. Can you believe we have another bracket after this?
Oh, I'm still actually doing all right.
Yeah, no,
I'm feeling great. There's some days where you don't feel like...
You're feeling great.
There's some days you don't feel like drinking. There's some days where you're just like, I could drink all day. You know the times. I'm very happy we started at 4 p.m. though in our time.
Oh yeah.
Either way.
Anyways, let's go.
Move on to the top.
Is it the top 8
It's
now?
not the top 8.
Yeah, no, it is.
It is the top 8. We're in the top 8, everybody.
Let me get this wheel off the screen.
So, let's talk about our top 8 really quick. Are there any surprises?
8, Jason Voorhees, without the weapons playing a part, I expected Jason to be there. Yeah. Jack Torrance,
Jack Torrance is a little surprising.
It's a little surprising, I'm not
He's in the upper bracket too, that's the other thing.
Yeah, he hasn't lost yet.
He
still has 2 chances at it. Michael Myers, I'm not surprised.
Frankenstein's monster, I feel like, is the biggest surprise just because of how big of an oaf he is.
Definitely. That's shocking. Mm-hmm. We didn't consider how much damage he could actually take because he doesn't care.
Yeah.
How much he gets hit. Because he's so damn stupid.
That's one thing we didn't consider, but yeah, he's doing a great job so far. Ghostface is a little surprising.
He's in the loser's bracket, though. He's lost a life, so I'm not necessarily surprised by that.
Leatherface, I'm surprised.
He even lost a life already.
He lost life to Jack Torrance, I believe it was.
I think so, yeah. Jack Torrance. Harry Warden, I'm surprised of.
Harry Warden's a pleasant surprise. Harry Warden and Freddy Krueger, I feel like, are a little bit of underdogs at this point, but let's see how far they go.
Yeah, they're in the loser's bracket.
Odds are they're going to fight off against, who is it? Loser of 24. Maybe they're going to fight off against, I think it's Michael Myers or Frankenstein's monster. If it's Frankenstein's monster, they have a good shot at it. So,
hey, we've been underestimating Frankenstein's monster this whole time.
Yeah, Frankenstein's monster has done a great job.
Anyways,
that was, I believe,
so
Hector's
is
guess
on Frankenstein's monster. You're on Jason Voorhees, and Snooplax is on Jack Torrance. So you guys all have a very good chance because all 3 of those are in the winning bracket right now.
Mm-hmm. So let's start off with the match today, which is Jason Voorhees and Jack Torrance. Which Snooplax bet on Jack Torrance, I bet on Jason Voorhees.
Let's see who's going to move on. And, hey, Snooplax, I'm on your side more than Alex's. I'll admit it.
Tucker just likes to see me lose.
I also just
whenever
like
Tucker and I are watching football together, he wants my team to lose. He wants everybody
true.
else's team to lose. That is.
I also want to point out that I've said it multiple times this stream. I'm always rooting for the underdog. Jack Torrance is the underdog right now.
That's a much more fair point than I'll always say that you always take the other side.
And Snoop Blacks pointed out 2 J names, Jason and Jack.
Jason Jack.
So for Jason, if he wins, we are taking 6 drinks.
And if Jack wins, we are taking 8 drinks. So
8 and 6.
I like Jason's odds. I want to see how Jason does. Let's see.
Let's see what he gets for a weapon. Oh, there we go. Some nice. What is this? Irish Celtic music or something? I don't know.
A little bit of Spanish.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Freddy's Claws.
Freddy's Claws for Jason. Interesting.
Oh, we'll see
Close
what
range
Jack's,
weapon.
We'll see what Jack gets.
Oh,
A
Bowie knife. So basically like a hunting knife. Jack Torrance Bowie knife. Jason Voorhees with I didn't even think about what he got.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, what did he have? Oh, Freddy's Claws. Yeah. I need to start thinking about what they actually get rather than just.
You guessed it before me. I'll take a sip.
Freddy's Claws for Jason. And
Bowie knife.
Bowie knife for Jack Torrance.
So realistically, Freddy knife. Freddy's Claws. Jason has proven he can use because he killed Freddy Krueger with it in a Freddy vs. Jason, so he can use it.
But also Jack Torrance knows how to use a knife. But Jason is much
Bowie
stronger.
knife.
Everyone knows how to use a Bowie knife.
Okay, I'm gonna have to actually Google search Bowie knife.
Bowie knife? Okay. It's basically it's got a handle with a little thing sticking out and it stabs in like a knife does. And then if you rip it out, it's kind of serrated.
Yeah, so jagged on one end,
it's
sharp on the other.
On the one side. So if you pull it out, it'll kind of rip everything to shreds as it's pulling out.
Okay.
Everything horror says the claws. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we figured that out. We don't need your help all the time. Sometimes we need your help.
Just most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time we need your help.
So, in saying that, would you say it's an even matchup?
No.
So you say Bowie knife's advantage?
No. Jason Voorhees has the advantage for sure.
Jason Voorhees has the advantage, and I feel like based on strength alone,
exactly.
I also say Jason Voorhees. So that means
I think Jason goes forward.
Jason. Yeah.
I hate to admit it, but even everything horror says the claws are pretty deadly. Yeah. No, I gotta agree with you.
I honestly thought you would say the other way.
No, I would. I would say
like,
that.
I would
just
say
to
a
start
little
an
bit,
argument,
but
no.
And you're the one to start an argument generally.
I'm not going to deny that Jason Voorhees is way stronger than Jack Torrance.
Yeah.
He can take a lot more damage than Jack Torrance. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Jason Voorhees all the way takes this one. Sorry, Snoop Blacks, you're out of the run. You're out of the running for now.
For now? No, he's still in it.
Well, yeah, no, he's not completely gone. That's why I said for now. Like, he's lost a life.
Yeah.
Jack Torrance is still in the running, but he's less likely now.
Upper bracket.
We got to take our drink. Jason Voorhees had 6.
Okay.
All right. So who's going up against Jason Voorhees? Michael Myers or Frankenstein's monster? This is an interesting matchup.
I wanted Michael Myers at the beginning, but I also wanted Jason Voorhees.
No, man, I want Frankenstein's monster to win.
No, I like
it would be Michael Myers.
It would be
he's
great
definitely the underdog.
Oh yeah, no. In this matchup, I don't know.
It's not as
Michael Myers has underdog. Quite a bit more intelligence than Frankenstein's monster. But I remember at the beginning when I was voting. I was thinking either Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees, but I had to go with Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love my boy.
That's fair.
Jason Voorhees is my favorite villain of all time. I like the iconic hockey mask.
Snoop Blacks agreed with us on the last one. I think Jason has this as much as I want Jack to win. Hey, you're not out of it completely yet.
He's still got a chance. He's at
still
the
got
very
life.
least top 6.
Yep.
At the very least top 6, which is pretty impressive for Jack Torrance.
Yeah. All right, so Michael Myers, let's see how many drinks he'll give us if he wins. 7. Another high one.
Frankenstein's monster. What do you got? 1.
Oh.
I really want Frankenstein's monster. Hector, I'm on your side. I don't want to fight Michael Myers in the upper bracket final.
Hey, we'll see what we got for a weapon for them both. Michael Myers' weapon. A pot of boiling water from Michael Myers.
Michael Myers, okay.
That's gonna do absolutely nothing against
It'll do maybe a little bit, but not a lot.
Not a whole lot.
Maybe not enough. Let's see.
Oh no, yeah, it's rubber
No, it's
chicken.
rubber chicken. Okay.
Well, he's not gonna be doing much with a rubber chicken. So, let's be honest. Both of these weapons aren't doing a whole lot.
Useless.
Michael Myers is gonna throw a pot of boiling water at him, and he's gonna be like, "Ooh,"
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Urgh."
and that's it.
And then he's gonna like.
And then
Within
he's
that
gonna reach
time,
out his arms.
No. Within that time, Michael Myers can go behind him and snap his neck.
Yeah, well, and
That's what I think, anyways.
Well, I think Michael Myers has this because, like we said, it's intelligence.
Yeah.
Strength-wise, they're relatively close. Frankenstein's monster can take a lot of damage, but so can Michael Myers.
Yeah.
A rubber chicken doesn't do shit. And actually, I
it's
think
basically not a weapon.
I think Frankenstein's monster would be using that rubber chicken and be getting distracted by it. He'd be flailing around and be making noise.
Right. Yeah.
He'd be flailing and it'd be making noise. He'd be like,
Yeah. He'd be like,
and then Michael Myers would just kind of take advantage of that. The pot of boiling water is kind of out of question too. Both of them against these two guys don't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I think Michael Myers has to take it.
I think it's Michael Myers.
I don't even know if there's any argument against it. I don't wanna go too quick if somebody has an opposition and a point they'd like to bring up. But I think that Michael Myers is ultimately stronger than Frankenstein.
Have you ever been hit with a rubber chicken? Yes, it doesn't do a lot.
No.
I want to be on your side because I don't want to face Michael Myers in upper bracket. But
No, he's got a point though. A rubber chicken can do some damage.
no. Does Zach still have his rubber chicken?
That was my rubber chicken.
Do you still have your rubber
No.
chicken? Okay, I guess we can test it out.
No, that was plastic.
Especially against... If it was against me, maybe it would do some damage. But if it was against fucking Michael Myers,
No.
it wouldn't do a lot of damage.
No, it's definitely going to Michael Myers.
Okay.
And that's definitely an interesting matchup. Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers.
I feel like that's weapon reliant.
Two of the most iconic slashers of all time.
Weapon reliant for sure.
Oh, definitely. Equal strength, equal mortality, I'll say.
Yeah.
Like, equal even intelligence. I would say intelligence-wise, Michael has a little bit of an upper hand.
Yeah, definitely.
Slightly.
Yeah, I'd say Michael has an upper hand a little bit. I'd say Michael has an upper hand definitely in this, if we get to that point.
Depending on weapons.
However, let's go to the lower bracket.
We gotta take our drinks. Michael Myers was 7, unfortunately.
Damn it. Fuck. That's why I was on Hector's side here.
Yeah. We would have liked to just have one. But even Hector admits. Ah, man, true. Yeah, no. It's unfortunate. I was rooting for Frankenstein's monster. Like I said, I'm always rooting for the underdog. So I had to give it to him too. But yeah, no, it was undeniable. Michael Myers has it. Anyways, Ghostface versus Leatherface. And at
all the faces.
At face value. I'm going to use your guys' pun that you pointed out. Anyways, the Ghostface is, again, 7.
And the Leatherface is...
Fuck!
9!
2 higher ones. Alright. Let's see what their weapons are going to be. Getting down to the...
Sickness.
That's not what I was going to say, but sure. Ninja stars for Ghostface.
Oh.
Interesting. That's not going to do very much against Leatherface, let me say that.
Definitely.
Let's see what Leatherface gets.
No, I feel like Leatherface might have this.
Is he going to get his chainsaw?
If Leatherface gets this chainsaw, it's fucking done.
Oh, no, he's not. A flail.
Flail.
He's going to be able to swing that shit around.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, like, I don't even think we have to debate.
Leatherface
is going to take
Leatherface.
this because
Ninja stars can only do so much unless you land, like...
Even if
you land one eye shot, which is probably the best you can do, you take out one eye, he doesn't have depth perception, he can still get in close range and kill you. Nope.
Yeah, no, for sure it's Leatherface
yeah.
because, yeah, a ninja star is going to stick in him, and he's too stupid to even know better. He's just going to keep going, and he's going to land that flail on Ghostface as soon as he gets there.
Yes.
Yeah, Leatherface without a doubt.
Leatherface.
So Leatherface was 9 drinks.
Fuck.
And I'm going to need another drink. We're only through the first bracket, and now I'm on
This is so
number
sticky,
6.
I picked up my coaster for a second, if you guys saw that. Okay.
Everything horror agrees. Ninja Star isn't much. No,
Ninja
definitely
stars
not.
ain't much.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Especially against a brute like Leatherface. Anyways, I gotta take, what was it, 9?
9. Okay.
Alright.
Harry Warden, who's surprisingly still in this.
He is still in this. Harry Warden and Freddy Krueger. I'm not as shocked about Freddy Krueger, but Harry Warden for sure.
Warden. Just because he's so unknown, right?
Well, that's probably another place. He's less iconic. And everything horror. Leatherface is good with headshots with blunt objects. You're not wrong. I've seen him use hammers many a times.
Yeah.
And other objects too. The iconic ones are the hammer, but... Yeah, alright. Harry Warden and Freddy Krueger. Harry Warden, if he wins, he's giving us only 2.
Freddy Krueger, if he wins, he's giving us only...
9. Only 9.
Only 9 sips, everybody!
Let's find out if the weapons make a difference here. Actually, before we get into the weapons, who do you think has the upper hand?
Harry Warden and Freddy Krueger. Actually, that's an interesting conversation. Harry Warden, we're assuming is a minor, so probably pretty damn fit. Regardless if it's...
Yeah, in shape.
If it's spoiler, Axel, or Harry Warden
doesn't matter.
himself.
To be a minor, you're going to be in shape.
Yeah, exactly. Minor, you're going to be in shape. Or Freddy Krueger, you're going to be... I feel like a janitor doesn't have as much
Not much
effort.
strength.
Moving a mop compared to moving a pickaxe all day. We'll say that. A little bit Harry Warden, which is interesting for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's see who's first.
Harry Warden.
Let's see what
they both have the intelligence to move up to maneuver weapons. I'll say. Intelligence, they're probably equal.
Oh, nunchucks for Harry Warden. That's not gonna do a whole lot for him.
That's not a lot.
Nunchucks and Freddy Krueger. Let's see what he gets. A Swiss Army knife. Okay.
Freddy Krueger.
So he gets a knife at least, which is kind of close to what he likes to use, which is his claw.
So it was knife, and what was the other one?
Sorry?
What was Harry Warden's?
Harry Warden. Now you made me forget it. I'm blaming this on you. No, Harry Warden had a... Now I'm going to forget what the other one was. He has a Swiss Army knife for Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
Harry Warden had... Somebody help me out here. I'm so sorry. This is so stupid. Why am I forgetting? Harry Warden. You're dropping your glasses.
No, I
Okay, Freddy Krueger had a Swiss Army knife. Harry Warden had... It wasn't going to do nunchucks. Oh, and Hector helped us out right in the last second. And
I'll take a sip for that.
We gotta take at least 3.
No.
We're taking 3 for that.
I'll take more than you. Also, that coaster fell off again.
No, they helped us out before we said it.
I took more than you because you got it before.
We're forgetful when we're drunk, apparently. Okay, nunchucks for Harry Warden. Freddy Krueger has a Swiss Army knife. So Freddy Krueger has a knife that he's at least kind of used to using because he has got the claws that are just blades. So he's got that. Harry Warden with the nunchucks. He's just going to be swinging them. Ugh.
I would say
Freddy Krueger, once he's getting hit with nunchucks, is going to kind of like cower.
He's going to be like, oh,
but that's when he's going to start flailing with the knife.
He's going to be like, oh, you bitch.
Yeah.
He says bitch a lot.
He's going to get pissed off.
He's going to stab enough. So
Oh, Hellbound tuning in. I love you guys. You guys are so fun. Thank you. At least somebody thinks so.
Hopefully you didn't hear us in
trying to remember what
weapons are because we were too intoxicated at this point.
We've only had a little bit.
The good news is we aren't driving.
Of course.
And that's what matters.
We never drive with alcohol in us.
We drive with alcohol in us, but never
drunk
enough.
Anyways,
if we drive with alcohol in us, always below the legal limit. That's the rule, kids. Kids, adults.
Hey,
anyone
this channel is not for kids.
Yeah, if you're a kid, you probably shouldn't be watching, you fuckers. Get off! I'm gonna tell your parents.
Anyways,
I think Freddy Krueger wins. How about you?
That's what I was gonna say. He's got a little bit of an upper hand, I think. Okay. Just with the knife, it's kind of familiar to him. The nunchucks aren't gonna do a whole lot.
Yeah.
I think Freddy Krueger takes it. As much as I would like to see Harry Warden continue, if he won it, that would have been interesting. But anyways,
I would have liked to see Harry Warden continue. Top 6. So
before we go on to top 6, how opposed to this would you be? Me going to take a pee.
Okay, how about you take a pee? How about first of all, we debate drinks, weapons,
we'll
everything like that.
out.
Then you take a pee. And then drinks, weapons for the next bracket, and I take a pee. Cool?
That's fine. Okay. Oh, you want to go after, on this bracket?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
we'll start with Jason and Michael Myers.
It says
25, you're right.
26.
Yeah, no, we do the losers bracket first.
We'll do the loser bracket first. Yeah.
All right. So Jack Torrance versus Leatherface.
Jack Torrance versus Leatherface.
Again?
Is it again?
Yeah.
It's again. Yeah.
They faced each other in round 1.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Let's see how it goes.
All right.
Jack Torrance.
Snoop you're still in this.
Take your roll.
8.
Leatherface, your roll is 6.
6.
So obviously we get bad rolls as always. Jack Torrance.
Yeah.
A lot matters on your weapon here.
Speaking of Jack, Snoop is cheering for him. Let's go Jack. Hey, I'm on your side too. He's the underdog in this matchup. Let's be honest. Oh, I need that wheel back up. All right, we're getting down to what?
Not a lot of weapons.
14 weapons or something?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of weapons at first. Tucker and I even were weapons. A pistol!
Pistol for Jack Torrance.
Oh, that's strong.
A good weapon. That's a good
That's
weapon.
a good weapon for sure.
All right, let's see what Leatherface comes up with. A pistol. I'm not going to forget pistol, okay? Oh, he's ended up with a baton or a pickaxe. Oh, a pickaxe! Okay, so Leatherface gets a pickaxe. Jack Torrance gets a pistol. Okay, well, let's be honest here.
Wait, you go to the washroom, you think about it in the hyperbolic time chamber.
I don't need to think much about this.
Okay.
And I want to bring this up because I kind of agree. Let's go!
Hey, let's go. Pull up.
Pistol for Jack Torrance. That's my vote. He wins it.
Okay.
Think about why he doesn't win it.
So, pistol for Jack Torrance. I think that's an advantage for sure. Jack Torrance with a pistol.
He's smarter, too.
He's smarter. He can maneuver a lot better, especially with a weapon, especially a gun. He can land at least some shots off. He hits him anywhere, stomach, chest, head, done.
A pistol you can assume also has, 6 shots in the chamber?
Yeah, we'll assume 8 to 12 shots. I'm not a big gun fanatic, so I don't know. That's a revolver.
Yeah, okay.
Tucker said 6 minimum, but that's a revolver, so we'll say 8 to 12. But I'm pretty sure within 8 to 12 shots, if he hits him in any artery, anything like that, especially considering that he's just a regular human, I'm pretty sure Jack Torrance has this. Pickaxe, he throws it. Odds are, like, I'd say 15% he hits him enough to do it. But I feel like Jack wins. Again,
I'm going to say it.
Pretty much based off luck again.
I'm not even going to say it. I'll just let Snoop Blacks do the talking.
Jack wins. That's so unfortunate for Leatherface. So unfortunate for Leatherface.
Leatherface is out?
Leatherface is out. Because Jack Torrance beat him twice.
Yeah, that's insane.
Jack Torrance beat him twice.
That's crazy.
Frankenstein's monster and Freddy Krueger.
Wait. Everything Horror says, I think this is Leatherface's brute force comes in, though. Can he take a couple shots? He can take a couple.
He can take a couple, but he can't take 8.
I don't think he can take enough to
He can't take enough to live and continue going forward.
He's going to be slowed down a little bit every shot.
Well, like, that's the thing. He's slower regardless.
He is slower.
He's slower regardless, especially with the pickaxe. He's going to get shot enough so Jack can, at very minimum, take his pickaxe and take Leatherface's pickaxe and finish the job.
He doesn't even need to take his pickaxe.
Yeah.
By the time Leatherface even approaches Jack Torrance with his pistol, I think Jack gets at least 4 hits on him. And at that point, Leatherface is going to be slowed right the fuck down. And if he tries to swing his pickaxe at Jack Torrance, I feel like he doesn't have that much strength. He still has some. He's going to try and swing it, but it's going to be a slow swing. And Jack Torrance, being as alert as he is going to be able to kind of, move around it a bit, try to avoid it a bit.
Yeah.
I think,
he's got it.
As much as I'd like to cheer for Leatherface again,
I'm surprised Leatherface is out.
That's
not
amazing.
Not even
Jack
out,
Torrance.
but against Jack Torrance twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Good for him. He's put in some effort.
We got to give it to him. Credit where credit is due. Did we take our drinks for that, by the way?
We did not. Okay, you have the dice. I've been just playing with my dice for the last,
it's 8 for Jack Torrance.
Yeah. Do you have the other coasters here?
Yeah, over there.
Where?
Over there.
We'll try to find them after so my coaster doesn't slip.
We don't need it right now.
And we can show them off. So anyways.
Oh, you mean those coasters?
Those
are upstairs.
Okay, I'll find them.
Later.
In a second.
Not a second.
I'm going to go to the washroom, man. Anyways.
We're at round number 26,
Frankenstein's
Matt.
monster and Freddy Krueger.
Frankenstein's monster and Freddy Krueger. Hey,
Frankenstein's monster.
That's who I'm rooting for.
I'm kind of rooting for him too. I want to see Jack Torrance against Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Snoop Blacks versus Everything Horror.
Yep.
Luke versus Hector. Oh, let's see.
Frankenstein's monster is a 5.
Freddy Krueger is a 2.
Relatively low.
Okay. I'm fine with both of those sips.
Yeah, 5 is a little nicer than, 7 or higher.
Okay. Frankenstein's monster, what weapon do you have?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not Frankenstein's monster.
I should be. I kind of like this song.
Pipe wrench.
A pipe wrench.
He gets weapons that are custom to him.
That time he did. The flashbang wasn't great.
The flashbang, not really.
But pipe wrench, he would definitely know how to use.
Okay.
All right. Pipe wrench for Frankenstein's monster. Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget it.
Pipe wrench. Bow and arrow from Freddy. Okay. Oh, man.
Okay.
That's not that great for him. Bow and arrow and pipe wrench. You have a paper right beside you. What are you doing?
I'm going to the washroom.
Oh.
Alex
is going to the
washroom. I'm going to the washroom upstairs as well.
Oh.
So I can grab the posters.
Okay, if you want. They're in the living room.
Okay, I'll grab them in a second.
All right. Frankenstein's monster has a pipe wrench, which he's definitely going to know how to swing. Freddy Krueger, on the other hand, a bow and arrow. I feel like he would be fumbling around with a bow and arrow. He would eventually know how to use it. Frankenstein's monster also moves slowly because... So, Frankenstein's monster moves slowly. Does that give Freddy Krueger enough time to load even one shot into the bow and arrow? Snooplex, it's like the same as because Scream had an arrow against Frankenstein too. Well, he had a crossbow, which is, I think a crossbow takes a little more time to load than a bow and arrow. But also, you do have a point. Because I think, like, Frankenstein's monster, in order to even slow him down that much, like, one bow and arrow, you need a headshot with it to actually slow him down. I want to... Again, I think that Frankenstein's monster has this one, honestly, because the bow and arrow, you got to get a couple shots off. If you get a headshot, you're lucky. But what, Frankenstein's monster with a pipe wrench? Like, he's going to be beaten on Freddy once he gets there. Everything Horror says, yeah, exactly, the monster's got it. Right now, I'm leaning towards that too, but we got to think this one through. Hellbound, how many shots does the bow and arrow have, and how many arrows? So the rule of thumb we kind of gave is we can assume that they have enough shots to kill the villain that they're against. They have to still take the time to load it up and, like, you know, pull the bow and arrow back and release it, and actually have to have decent accuracy. They have to be intelligent enough to use the weapon, but how many shots? Like, yeah, it's enough to actually kill the villain they're up against. So we don't have a set number involved, but it's enough that he can actually win if Frankenstein was just standing there and letting him shoot. Snoop Black says, I'm on Frankenstein's side too. He can block with a pipe wrench. Frankenstein isn't smart enough to block with a pipe wrench. I'm going to be honest about that. Frankenstein is smart. He's not smart. He doesn't have any intelligence at all. But he's going to beat Freddy more... Like, he's going to beat Freddy to the death. And Hellbound asks, will the monster already get there? Freddy isn't strong, but he moves fairly well. And that's what I'm wondering. Like, would Freddy have enough time to get a decent amount of shots off with the bow and arrow before he killed Frankenstein's monster? And right now, I have a feeling that Frankenstein's monster is going to be taking this one. I do want to see what Alex has to say on this, because obviously his opinion, it matters, and we might get into a debate, but I want to go on and say that Frankenstein is going to win this. But Alex is on his way down now, so we'll see what he has to say.
Okay.
People are rooting for Frankenstein's monster, and so am I.
I was honestly too. I talked to your waifu upstairs.
My wife. Close.
Your fiance. Your soon-to-be wife.
Hopefully soon.
What do you mean, hopefully? You're already engaged.
We're engaged.
Eventually.
I'm talking about money-wise. Actually getting a wedding. That's another topic. Who do you think's going to win this match?
Who do you think's going to get married first?
We're not talking about marriage.
Upstairs, Jordan thought Freddy Krueger with bow and arrow, but I think Frankenstein's monster as well.
I think it's Frankenstein's monster, sorry.
I also think Frankenstein's monster.
And I'll go over what I've been talking about with these guys. You say your piece, I've gone over mine.
Okay, yeah, I feel like that's fair, more fair. I'm going to say Frankenstein's monster can take a shot or two, or maybe even three, especially the accuracy of it hitting heart, head, major artery first. And I feel like Frankenstein's monster can hit pipe, especially close range weapons are his specialty, right?
He knows how to swing his fucking arm.
Yeah. And bow and arrow, like, he can take a few shots before getting into close range and just killing them, right?
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster is my answer.
And I gotta agree.
Yeah.
And it feels like that's what most people are thinking. Okay. So
Frankenstein's monster. That means we take 5 sips.
Frankenstein's Monsters, 5 sips. Yep. Let me crown the winner for that matchup. Frankenstein's Monster.
Is my 5.
Hey, Hector, right now, you've got a good choice. He's in the loser's bracket.
You and Snoop Lax.
He's in. Oh, you guys are up against each other next match.
Top 4 still. Mm-hmm. With both of you kind of underdog people, though, right? Also, look at these coasters.
Yep.
Coasters
Alex had those coasters made for us, and I fucking love them.
I love them. They're great. And these ones don't stick to the glass, so I can lift them up whenever.
They do make noise, though.
They make a little bit of noise.
But that's not a problem. And everything Hector's celebrating for
everything Hector.
Everything Hector. Everything horror. Sorry.
He just talks about his personal life. That's his vlog channel called Everything Hector.
No. Hey, if you,
Tucker dubbed it.
If you make a personal vlog channel, you can call it Everything Hector.
And Tucker will get the credit for naming the channel.
No, I won't even need any credit, but I will subscribe.
I will 100% subscribe too, because Hector's a great person.
Wow, nice. Yeah. You're welcome.
Can I sweep by you quick?
Again?
Yes.
Nice coasters. Thanks, Snoop Lax.
I was not.
Holy shit! Just knock everything over.
I was not expecting to drink so much.
Clearly, Alex is drunk. What's your problem? What do you want?
Give me a second.
Are you okay?
I owe Zach a Coke. I thought I had more Arizonas.
What? Do you want some water?
Hmm?
You want some water?
No, I have drinks in the bag there.
Okay. Oh, I thought maybe you just had too much to drink already. Anyways, we took our drinks for that monster.
It's gonna be Arizona iced tea.
Okay, perfect.
And
he's gonna credit us for his vlog channel.
Nice. It's gonna be Arizona iced tea and Coke.
That's awful.
I know. I'm not looking forward to it.
All right, let's move on.
I thought I had more Arizonas in my bag, but I did not.
No, that's fine. Let's move on to the winners bracket. We haven't touched this one for a while. Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers. Let's go. 4 for Jason Voorhees.
Michael Myers, you got
6. Decent enough.
I really hope for Jason Voorhees here.
Yeah, of course you're rooting for Jason. That's your vote.
Yeah.
Oh, some nice pleasant music for you guys. A bucket of acid.
Ooh.
Okay, Jason Voorhees with a bucket of acid. Let's see what we got next for Michael Myers. Bucket of acid versus a shield. Ooh, okay, Michael Myers with a shield against Jason Voorhees with a bucket of acid. So we talked about this already. Michael Myers is more intelligent than Jason.
Yeah.
I think he's smart enough to be able to block
the entire
bucket of acid. Not necessarily the entire shot. I think this is going to come down to brute strength. As hard as that's going to be to decide.
Who do you think is
stronger? Okay, well let me get to that point first.
Yeah.
So I picture it this way.
Mm-hmm.
They start 10 yards apart. They walk up to each other. Jason tries to throw the bucket of acid. He's not smart enough to try to avoid the shield.
Yeah. So it either melts the shield or maybe a little bit gets past.
No, yeah. So that was what I was going to say is the acid is going to basically melt the shield or make it as a little bit unusable. And if Michael Myers gets a few
if you
drops,
take a turn to block it and then another turn to...
What do you mean turns? There's not turn-based. This is not a turn-based battle.
I thought it was a turn-based strategy.
They're fighting against each other.
Basically, you block, you throw the bucket of acid, and then within that time, you have to block.
No, you block with the shield to block the acid.
Yeah, you block.
That ruins the shield. You can't use the shield anymore, basically.
So, for example, if I were to throw a bucket of acid at you, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to block
with the
shield.
shield.
So, for example, I throw the bucket of acid, and then I have the upper hand on you. So, I have basically the first strike next to that, right?
Here, everything horror brings up the point. So would Jason be smart enough to use a certain amount of the acid?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
He's going to be throwing that all at once.
I'm on Team Jason, but no.
And then Sledgehammer Horror, hey, thanks for tuning in. Says, Jason totally brutalizes Michael in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Okay. In terms of strength, I don't even know. Actually, I kind of go side on with him. I think that Jason is stronger than Michael.
Do you think Jason is stronger than Michael?
I think he can take more damage and is stronger than Michael.
I am even.
Yeah,
I'm even.
I
and so, like, for example, I want I want Jason to win because I'm on Team Jason. If I win, I give you a shot.
I know, and I'm also going to be fighting for Michael to try and prevent
Okay, what does Snoop Black say?
He says he might have more than one go with the bucket. He could use half or a third of the bucket.
He can use the bucket to attack.
The bucket's not going to do shit against Michael Myers.
Is the shield going to do shit against Jason?
No, the shield's going to block the acid that he fights, so it's going to be down to strength, which we have both come to the agreement that Jason would ultimately come out on top because Jason is stronger than Michael.
Okay. Is Jason stronger than Michael?
Jason is stronger than Michael.
I feel like it's even.
No, but like Jason, think about the later installments of Friday the 13th.
Wait,
he is huge. But I guess same thing with Halloween. He's huge.
He's huge. He's like he clean like punches a dude's head off. So okay,
let's see what we. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Hellbound says, I think it comes to strength, and Jason would win. And that's what I'm saying, too. We got Sledgehammer Horror saying, sorry, guys, I'm at the daddy-daughter dance, so I can barely hear. Hey, that's fine. Thanks for even tuning in, honestly.
So this is my suggestion. As much as I want...
Yeah. Sledgehammer Horror again, evil would die that night. And that's what we're saying. That's what I'm saying, too.
Okay, so I'm going to make you an ultimatum, and as much as it's...
Sledgehammer Horror, Michael is a man, Jason is a deadite. Jason would take down Michael. We can't argue with so many opinions.
So,
and I am on their side.
Like, as much as I don't want to argue, like, I feel like Michael would win.
How?
But, sorry,
against strength?
So, I feel like they're even. And the reason that I feel like they're even, I feel like comes down to a roll. So, I counted everybody's votes. It's 6 versus 1. 1 is me, and 6 is everybody else.
Crowd Jason.
So, for example, we have to roll.
Why do we have to roll?
But
it's such a...
No. So...
it's such a swayed vote.
It is... Is it 6 or 7? It
doesn't
6
matter.
versus 1.
What does that mean?
So that means
Jason
you
wins.
roll and I roll, but you get plus 6.
Oh, come on.
If you get 1 and I get like an 8.
And even Snoop Black's, again, count another vote. Jason with the bucket of acid, I think, has it.
Fine, 7.
Sledgehammer Horror, listen. I got a 5.
No, that's it.
I got 11 then.
8, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, I was on Jason's side because I wanted Jason to win from the beginning.
Here's a good point from Sledgehammer Horror. Michael can't even take out Busta Rhymes. And for that alone.
So here's the thing. How many sips do we take for Jason winning?
Oh, fuck. Alright. Does anyone remember the rolls we had? Mine was a higher roll. Oh, it was 6 and 7, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, let's take 10. Anyways, we took our drinks for that monster. Stop listening to our stream. Let's take 7. Alright, let's move on. I thought 7 is good middle ground. It was a higher roll.
Everyone is against me, yet I was completely on everybody else's side because I wanted Jason to win.
You wanted Jason to win. But, Ken, I don't think you can argue it. I don't think you can argue it.
Jason, you monster.
Alright, now let's move on. That one took a little bit of time, but that's alright.
I was still so on Michael's side because I feel like they're at even strength.
That's fair.
Okay. Let's continue.
Which one are we on? 25, 26, 27?
We're on Jack Torrance Leatherface.
No, we're on... Oh, yes. Sorry. Oh, the winner of losers. Yeah. Jack Torrance. No, we're on Jack Torrance and Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, yeah, no, that already happened. Jack Torrance, Frankenstein's monster. Who is going to win?
Let's roll the dice.
Wait.
What?
No, you can say 4.
Okay, 4, yeah.
It's for Jack Torrance.
Jack Torrance.
I'm going to say I'm going to say... Actually, no, I'm going to say Frankenstein's monster.
I think Frankenstein's monster's winning this. 9. Oh, shit.
I
want Jack to win.
No, I want Jack to win. It is a battle between Hector from Everything Horror and Luke from Suplex.
All right, Jack Torrance with a baton. So like a police baton, basically.
Yep.
Jack Torrance with a baton versus Frankenstein's monster. We don't got much weapons left. Oh, some
nice banjo.
Country bluegrass. Oh, tranquilizer shot from Frankenstein's monster. He's not going to know how to use that at all.
He doesn't know how to use a gun. Okay.
It's not a gun. Yeah, so that's what we got to decide. Is that a shot like, a needle? Or is that a shot like...
No, tranquilizer gun.
Yeah, okay.
It says tranquilizer gun specifically, right?
Well, no, it's a tranquilizer shot.
Tranquilizer shot. I'd still say gun.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. So, let's be honest. Frankenstein doesn't know how to use a gun.
Yeah.
Jack Torrance, on the other hand, what did he have?
Baton.
That's
why I write it down occasionally.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Let's see what these people have to say. Snoop Blacks, these are 2 of my favorites. Yeah, these have been 2 underdogs that have made it quite a ways.
Quite a ways.
Sledgehammer Horror, I'll try to pop in and out, guys. Time for me to cut a rug. Frankie got it. Yeah, no, we appreciate you even coming to tune in, honestly.
Frankie got it.
It's very nice. Snoop Blacks, I don't think his finger would fit in the finger area for the gun.
That's a fair point.
I don't know how big his hands are, but it could be a possibility. He also wouldn't be smart enough. He'd be looking at it like,
he could shoot himself, and that's half the thing.
I don't think you'd get that unlucky. Okay, but Jack Torrance with a baton. Beating a fucking Frankenstein's monster? That's hard to kill him that way, too.
But I feel like it could cause enough brain trauma to kill him. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to count 3, 2, 1, and we're going to say the person that we think is going to win. Ready?
Let me think.
Okay.
Jack Torrance with a baton.
Or Frankenstein's monster
tranquilizer.
Think you got it?
Frankenstein's monster is going to be using that tranquilizer as a blunt object. He's going to be swinging that. Let's be honest. He's going to be swinging that. He's not going to be using it as a shot. Yeah. So consider that. Okay, I'm ready.
Wait. Excuse me.
And let me say, Everything Horror, he would just beat him with a gun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Snoop Black says I gotta go with Frankenstein.
Okay.
He's going against his own guy.
He's going against his own guy.
Everything Horror says the monster. Yeah? Okay.
3, 2, 1, Jack.
Frankenstein's monster.
You say Frankenstein's monster,
I do.
Too.
Because he can take damage, and he's gonna use the gun as a blunt object.
But I feel like...
With a baton, what is he going to do to Frankenstein's monster? He's not going to be able to take that much damage.
Okay.
He's able to take a lot of damage.
That's
what I meant to say.
So here's my...
argument.
I still like Jack on this, though, to be honest.
Yeah,
and the reason that I say Jack on this, I feel like... How do I say this?
Snoop Black says, Jack with a baton is not that deadly. He's already... had a vote against them. So, and this is the guy rooting for Jack Torrance all the way.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not that deadly. And I gotta agree with you.
So there's a chance that Frankenstein accidentally shoots himself.
Yeah, but
I mean, also a baton can do quite a bit of damage, especially
not
like
to if he doesn't.
the thing is, like, monster, person...
I mean, he's a person that's
like,
sewn
to
together.
be fair, he's the biggest brute force there is out of all the people that are here.
No, Jason,
Michael, doesn't matter.
Sorry, Michael. Michael is the next.
Michael's the next one.
I want to see...
So, the thing is, Jack Torrance, Frankenstein's monster. I feel like Jack Torrance could at least do some damage with the baton, like, whether it's legs, head trauma, anything like that. I'll take you up on this. I'll take you up on dice roll. I roll... How about... I guess because you're first, you roll Jack Torrance +4. Oh, sorry.
Actually, yeah. To get out of this is with that pistol earlier, referring to Jack.
So so I'd say how about I roll Jack Torrance just because I'm on Jack Torrance's side, but you roll Frankenstein's monster +4.
Okay.
Deal?
Yep.
Shake on it.
2. So I got 6.
Oh my God, Tucker! Jack Torrance. If you get more than a 6. 5.
Oh,
no, that was so close.
So we're giving it to Frankenstein's monster.
We're giving it to Frankenstein's monster. What was it roll first?
Frankenstein's monster was a pretty low roll. Both of these were real low rolls. We're giving them 5. Because remember, you were rooting for Frankenstein's monster because he had a low roll. So I took 5. Snoop Black says, in any movie, if Frankenstein was going up against a police officer with a baton, there's no way the police officer would come out on top. He does have a point there, too. Jack Torrance
I'm pretty sure the police officer just would have shot without asking questions.
With a baton. We're not talking about the gun. He doesn't have a gun.
If only he had the pistol like everything Horace said.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry I'm Snoop Blacks, but you're out. But everything horror, you're still in the top 3.
Something happened. Michael Myers is supposed to be up here.
What?
Oh no, did Jason win?
Jason won.
Okay.
Jason won versus Michael Myers.
So we got to determine who wins this one.
Oh, now we're on Michael Myers, Frankenstein's monster. If Jason Voorhees wins 2 or 3 with +1, he's in. Huh? Michael Myers, Frankenstein's monster. Let's roll.
Roll the dice. Michael Myers, I'm rolling for. If he wins, we're taking 1.
If Frankenstein's monster wins, we're taking 6.
Alrighty. Michael Myers and Frankenstein's monster. This is an interesting matchup. They're both brutal. They're both strong. They both need a lot of damage to destroy them.
Now that's a lot of damage!
And we're only down to 6 weapons. None of them are... They're all close range. They're all close range. Okay. That adds an interesting element. Chainsaw for Michael Myers.
Chainsaw. Oh my God.
That's interesting. That definitely, I think that poses that.
That's it. That's it, I think. That's it, I think.
All right, Frankenstein's monster.
Is that basically Michael Myers' theme?
Close. All right, Frankenstein's.
A bullwhip.
He gets a fucking whip. So a whip versus a chainsaw. Michael Myers versus Frankenstein's monster. Everything horror is... I think he was talking about the last match. Jack Torrance versus Frankenstein's monster rematch. I think... it was a close battle, but I feel like we can't do a rematch. Could be
flex seat. Snoop Blacks, you're thinking
flex
of
tape.
That's
a lot of damage.
You're thinking of Flex Seal there.
That same shit.
No, that's a lot of damage.
Anyways,
Michael
Myers with a chainsaw versus Frankenstein's monster with
a bullwhip.
Chainsaw,
absolutely. 100%.
Michael Myers is gonna tear
Michael
that
Myers
up.
wins.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate.
I really was rooting for Frankenstein's monster.
But Michael Myers, once again,
luck of the draw.
Yeah.
He's gonna know how to use it too. Snoop Black says it's got to be Mike. Chainsaw is too powerful.
Powerful.
And Hellbound, Mikey boy should have this no problem. Yeah. You guys are both right. Mm-hmm. He should have this without a doubt.
We agree.
So it's now moving on. Oh, this is an interesting matchup. I'm going to show it to you guys. Jason versus
Michael Myers. I wanted to pick Michael Myers, but I figured Jason would win.
This is insane. Like, Jason has to... He's got to win two...
Jason has
He's
to
got
win.
to win 2 times. No,
Jason
Michael has to win. Michael has to win 2
twice.
times.
Mm-hmm.
Everything Horror says Michael and the monster fought earlier. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because he was saying rematch because they fought earlier. I totally forgot, honestly, not going to lie.
Did they? Michael and Monster?
Michael and the monster. They must have fought in round 1.
Maybe.
Or 2.
I could have sworn it was, maybe? I don't know.
Either way. Let's move on. We're on Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers. These are 2 of the most iconic villains in slasher movies. Like, the top 3.
Jason.
Michael. The top 3, I would say, is Jason, Michael and Freddy.
Yeah.
The fact that it's Jason and Michael, even with this weapon things, says a lot.
Yeah.
So, did we take our drink for the last one? Michael versus Frankenstein. It was 1.
No.
We didn't.
It was 1?
It was
okay. 1. I do not remember taking 1. Otherwise, I would have.
That's fair. We take 1. Jason versus Michael Myers. All right. Face value. It's a face value. Face right up front. We've had this battle before. It's it might. I hope it doesn't come down to strength again. But if it does,
look at all the weapon difference, though.
Yeah, I know. Everything Horror. This is a showdown for the ages. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Let's see what weapons they're gonna get. There's only 4 options.
Wait, did we roll?
Yep, 1. No, we didn't.
We did not.
4.
4 for Jason Voorhees.
Jason, yep.
And I got a 8 for Michael Myers.
So the weapons
Jason,
we got.
Finish it off.
We got screwdriver, hammer, shovel, and sickle. They're all close range weapons. Sickle, I'd say, has more range, obviously, than the rest. Shovel and sickle both have a little bit more range. But this might come down to close range, or this might come down to strength again. Fuck.
Jason Voorhees has the shovel.
Okay. Shovel for Jason Voorhees. Now let's see what Michael Myers has. Shovel.
It comes down to weapons pretty much.
What can a shovel beat on this list? Screwdriver, probably. A sickle.
Sickle.
The 2 longest range, short range weapons. So we got a shovel for Jason and a sickle for Michael Myers. So let's think about this. A sickle it has a blade. It's sharp. Yeah. A shovel is a blunt force object. Jason has the shovel, correct?
Yeah, Jason has shovel.
And we've determined before that he has a slight advantage strength-wise.
You guys have. I still feel like it's even.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
But votes have determined Jason is the stronger one. If it comes down to blunt force,
Jason's stronger.
Michael Myers has the better weapon, arguably. A sickle.
Does Michael have the better weapon?
He has the sickle. It has a sharp blade on it.
But shovel has more range. Shovel's heavier. Shovel can knock it away.
They're pretty close to the same range, though. A sickle has a long handle with a blade at the end.
Yeah.
Like what death holds, you know.
Shovel has longer range, though.
Not much longer, though. Not much longer.
But it has.
Let's say for the sake of argument, they're relatively close to the same range. Mm-hmm. I would say.
Okay.
So the way this plays out, Snooplex agrees with you though with the shovel. He says the shovel range is pretty good. I think the sickle's longer than you guys are giving it credit for. Because a sickle, just imagine Death, Grim Reaper, standing there. Yeah. He's got a sickle in his hand.
He has a scythe. The Grim Reaper
you're right.
Scythe,
you're right.
Not a sickle.
You're right. Yeah. A sickle is pretty short. It's like kind of a handheld.
Pretty short, yeah.
You're right. I was getting mixed up.
Yeah.
And Snooplex confirms sickles are pretty short. You're right. Yeah. You guys got me there. So yes, a shovel has the range. Mm-hmm. And Jason Voorhees has the shovel, which he's considered stronger, which we determined based on the audience and my opinion. Michael Myers has a scythe, or not a scythe, a sickle, which is shorter range. So he's got to take a couple hits from the shovel before he even gets in contact.
Yep.
A shovel doesn't do a lot of damage in terms of killing a person.
It can do a lot of trauma, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's see, Hellbound here says, I like Michael as a character much better, but I think Jason wins this.
Yeah.
So he's thinking Jason. Mm-hmm. Jason with a shovel. Jason can also take a lot of damage, though. He can get hit with that scythe a couple times before it slows him down a lot.
But like that extra shot at the beginning, I feel like is what
with
determines
the shovel.
it. Yeah.
You want to give it to Jason?
I want to give it to Jason.
It's a close match, but I'll agree. I'll give it to Jason. It's pretty damn good battle though.
Jason Voorhees is the winner.
Is the winner. 4 sips.
All right.
He was the overall winner altogether.
He didn't even lose a match.
He didn't lose a match.
And do you know what that means? I bet on Jason at the beginning.
So that means we both have to take a shot.
Nope.
Yeah.
That means you have to take a shot.
No. The agreement was if somebody places a vote on one character and they win, we have to take a shot. Anybody in the audience agree with me here?
I will literally look at our video on my phone.
There's some comments here. Everything Horror agrees. Yeah, I was thinking of the scythe. You're right. Sickle is short, and yeah, we figured that out. It's I was mistaken. And Hellbound says a shovel can do a lot of damage with Jason. He killed a person with a guitar. A shovel is more dangerous in my mind. Fair enough. I was on the fence, but more people were on side with Jason.
Jason, 100%.
Jason became the winner of this matchup. Oh. So, yeah.
That means Tucker takes a shot.
Jason is the winner, and we both take a shot because... No, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. No, you take a shot.
No, we're both taking a shot.
I will literally find the part...
No, shut your mouth. Hey, Everything Horror says, Alex was using reverse psychology going against his own choice. Hey.
No, I agreed with my own choice.
Shut your mouth. We're both taking a shot.
You're taking a shot.
No. I posed it. I went out there saying, if somebody wins... Let me say. I said, if somebody votes on a character that they're going to go all the way, we will take a shot if they're right. That's what I said. That is exactly what I said. Therefore, you are taking a shot with me.
I could have sworn...
We're just taking it straight from the bottle. You're taking a little bit of a shot with me.
I could have sworn...
I don't care what you sworn.
I could have sworn I said...
We're taking a small shot of this.
I could have sworn what I said.
Alex is included.
I could have sworn what I said is if I win, Tucker's taking a shot. If I lose and Annie Wilkes wins, he's taking a shot.
We did not say that. I promise you we did not say that. Did you take a shot yet?
I'm going to.
Okay, thank you.
So, anyways, if there's any wording regarding otherwise, Tucker...
Snoop Black says, I think Tucker clarified this earlier.
If there's any wording that goes against exactly what Tucker said, Tucker is going to have to take a shot the next day. I don't care if he has to go to work the next day. I don't care if it's...
Fine.
2 p.m. and he figures this out and I send it to him at 3, 4, 5 a.m. the next day.
Yep.
He's going to have to take a shot.
Fine. Okay. Take your shot. So,